So my IRL is on. We go to Twitch. Getting attacked by bugs while I'm setting everything up. That's always good. That didn't load. Alright, there we go. Now I'm in Stream Manager. Now I can see text. Good morning, Danger Tater. How's it going? I don't know how long this is going to last. I imagine pretty much just until we get through Jetmore, but you know, fingers crossed it'll last longer than that. We're going to try it. Alright. Hold on 1 second, I'm just gonna dodge this car coming at me and then I can answer questions. There we go. Alright, there we go. What's that white dot in the sky? Your screen is messed up. Ah, the moon. And shadows, lol. Oh man. It's the moon. Let me tell you though, Danger Tater, man, even starting this early, man, is like only helping a little bit. Good morning, Ziggy, and good morning, Intrinsic. How's it going? Yeah, this shoulder sucks, man. This road is a 65-mile-per-hour road too. So we've just been getting beat up by some traffic for the... It didn't switch over to this until like halfway through yesterday, but even before yesterday, it was pretty much the same, except maybe 6 inches wider on the shoulder, but it had a rumble strip, which made it worse. Hey, Carly / Kyle, how's it going? Good morning, Gecko Jeeper, and good morning, Miz. Good sunshiny morning. Yeah, last good morning. The moon looks way different from here. I just saw it. I was bringing my doggy out for walkies. Oh, no kidding. I don't know what it's still doing up here at 8 o'clock in the morning, but it's there. Good morning, Green Heron. How can a shoulder that doesn't exist suck? Ah, that's fair. If it's not even there, how bad could it really be? Alright. How's the vacuum pack subway? It's interesting, I'll tell you that much. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's not good either, but it's edible. I find I do not like the dehydrated onions. Apparently that's a horrible idea. Do not dehydrate onions. But the green peppers ain't bad, and the meat itself is usually pretty good. So, as long as I toss aside the onions, I can make it work pretty well. Do you want to explain orbits and the moon cycle to you? Yeah, real quick, Danger, if you could. If you have the time to go into a quick physics lesson. Oh, it turns out they are, Green Herring. Turns out they are. I see Shadow Son is joining us for all the non-believers. Lol. Virgos F, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. And welcome to the walk. Hey, Elknuck. Yeah. Unfortunately, guys, the moon being out is not enough to deter the heat. The sun is still beating down on us, and it's going to be the hottest day we have walked in on record so far at 104 degrees later on today. So we are going to try to get in as many miles as possible this morning. Unfortunately, with the darkness and with the time it takes to take down my campsite, I didn't start walking until like 7:30. So we'll see how many miles we can get in before we're forced to stop by the oppressive heat. And yes, it is one lane each way. Yep. What would tossing an onion be? Logical if it's dehydrated. 28-day cycle, full moon, you'll see it at night, opposite sun, new moon, it's out during the day, lit by the sun, in between, like now, you get half in the day. Nice. Yeah, we have been, Green Herring, we have been, man. It's been, so, today's gonna get up to 104, but yesterday was 102, and the day before that was also 102, and the day before that was 100. Thank God tomorrow it's supposed to drop down and the high is supposed to be 88 degrees, which is a much more manageable temp. But at least we finally made it to the dry side of Kansas, so we're not dealing with a whole lot of humidity. No cars at all. They come in spurts, Intrinsic. Must be way out in the boonies. Yes, sir, we are. We're coming up on a town called Jetmore in Kansas, which is definitely western Kansas. And I guess the farther west you go in Kansas, the less population. Way out there. Lol. Calls are scary, I agree. And yes, elk nug, it is brutal, man. So, in the past like month, we've been forced to take 10 days off. 5 days and 5 days, both to dodge heat that were as hot as it is now. Actually, one was even a little bit hotter. But we can't afford to take any more off days, so now we're walking through the heat, which isn't great. But we're making it work. We're surviving for sure, And good morning, T. How's it going? I refuse to comment on any kind of tossing, as I am bound to get in trouble. Lol. And yes, it definitely got flat. That is for sure, Ziggy. We're in range of the Jetmore Towers. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I'm pretty sure that building up ahead is like the city limits for Jetmore. Do the Jetsons live there? I hope so. The way your arms are moving, the pram, boing, boing, boing. Yeah, there's a little bounce to my step. That's for sure. Big truck. Leadfoot Tracy, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Only 135, 140 more miles until new food, and you're out already. Fresh food? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, well we can only hold food for about 3 days, Danger Tater. After that it goes bad. After that I wouldn't trust eating. Especially in this heat, man, it gets brutal. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Mom. Finally a vehicle. Yeah, the big scary one. That's what we're looking for. All right. I'm gonna try to see if there's anywhere that I can grab some more water up here in Jetmore. We have about 12 water bottles left, and that's about it, because we have been choking down water on these hot days. Hey, good morning, Bert. How's it going? I will say, though, the other thing that's been saving us is apparently because of how flat it is in western Kansas, it also gets very windy. So, like, there's generally a pretty nice breeze blowing into us that keeps our body temps down in the heat. Knock on doors if need be, will do. Hey, Davey, how's it going? Your shadow is daunting. Nice. 12 water bottles should get you through. If I needed to, Intrinsic, I could get through on 12 water bottles. Because the next city is Garden City, and we're definitely going to walk through Garden City in about 3 days, I think. 3 days. So, if we cut back to like 4 water bottles a day, we can make it, especially with the heat going down like it's supposed to tomorrow. How much water have you gone through so far? I went through a full gallon jug. I went through everything in my Yeti, the 2 Subway bottles, and my Camelback, and about 10 to 12 water bottles. Hey, thanks for stopping. Appreciate it. Thank you, too, man. Whew, hey, Pookie, how's it going? Oh, God, another big semi-truck coming at us. Thank you. Kimore Food Center, 100 W West Wash Street. Guess who's back, Jack? Lol. After this trip, your shadow might weigh more than you. After these next 3 days, it might, man. Whew. There's a lot of doors ahead, smarty pants. Kind of shocked someone hasn't called the cops on you on this road yet. The first day we were walking out here, or no, the second day we were walking out here since the last subway we went to, the cops didn't get called on us, but a sheriff drove by, stopped and talked to us for a bit. That was about it. The shadow does a good job showing the effort to deal with the stroller. Yeah, with all the water I have in here, giving a fly has a lot of extra weight to it, man. So there's a lot of effort going in. Hey, MPW. Jesus, scary. Yep. What sucks most on this road is you can't even move over if you wanted to. Nope. And if I'm jumping out of the way because I'm desperate or something, like I'm just gonna end up in some high bushes or something. Give my 8-year-old father a typing lesson the other day. It was quite funny. Well, they've been really, really hot, Davey. Really, really hot. Really, really, really hot. But other than that, good. He's hilarious when it comes to computers. Well, you tie the remains of your hammock like a cape, make you more visible and superhero-like. I already put the remains of my hammock in my trash bag as trash. I thought about keeping it and like making something out of it, but the way it tore, there's really no way to make anything out of it. Sad face. I'm kind of bummed though. I was looking forward to getting a nice mountainside like spot by a creek and setting up my hammock there and just taking a nap. Now I won't be able to do it. Just keep walking that moon and you'll be fine. Exactly. Is the water staying semi-cool in the stroller? Nothing better than hot water on a hot day. It is not, Gecko, no. No, it is not. It is. I have been drinking very warm water and it is not a great taste. How do you mind being in the middle of nowhere? I don't mind being in the middle of nowhere, Davey. I mean, that's fine. It's just the heat is beating me up, man. Whew. And everything I gotta do to get out of the heat too. Walking into like these forested tree parts. I don't know how well it's gonna come out on camera, but like I got all cuts and bruises and stuff like that on my arm just from the trees beating me up. So it's been a particularly tough couple of days. And like I said, just thank God the heat finally goes down tomorrow. I'm ready for it. I think the moon is eventually going to set on the horizon. We will witness a moonset. That'd be cool. Is Kansas and Grand Canyon going to be your toughest? No, probably. Well, it all depends on timing, right? Because the Mojave Desert definitely has the potential to be the toughest area, the toughest section. But if we're walking through there in October, like it looks like we will, hopefully the heat won't be too bad. Who knows? The moon has gravitational pull on water, right? So walking towards the moon with all that water should be easy. That's my only story. Make up your own little. There's a difference in the cheap parachute hammock versus the more expensive Eno brand. It wouldn't have broke. I know, but like I said, Danger Tater, that hammock was like 10 years old, man. It had some age to it, and I was not exactly being gentle as I was thrashing around in that thing trying to get cozy. Oh, we will, Davey. Ain't nothing stopping us. Arizona really isn't all too hot in October. Well, we're gonna be doing Arizona in September. So I'm a little bit worried about Arizona, but I'm thinking, right, we're going to get out of Kansas here in about 7 days, about 6-7 days. So we'll do Colorado in like the latter half of August and the beginning of September. And then we'll be getting into Arizona probably sometime around the second week of September. If all goes according to plan. In which case we'll hit the Mojave Desert in like the first week of October. Whew. Hey, good morning, Lee. We're doing great. From today, it's getting cooler. It was raining today. It's supposed to get cooler. Like I said, it drops from 104 degrees of the high today to 88 degrees tomorrow. I mean, it's still gonna be hot. Like it's still in the high 80s to low 90s, but it's way better than 104. IDXT, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and a welcome to the walk. Today it's getting September should be fine. How long to the next subway? Are you taking the alternate route to get fresh food? Yeah, I think I am, Ms. We're gonna walk into Garden City, which means we're about 3 days out from the next subway, which is not bad. Good morning, party people. I can't stay because I'm working, but I can. Someone clip a picture of that stream right now. I'll put it in Discord. I just think it looks so epic right now with the long road ahead and Sean Shadow. Woo. Hey, nice bruh. Summer sucks, dude. Man, you can say that again. You can say that again. I did not want to be walking in temperatures over 100 degrees. That was like, when I first planned this trip, that was like a big, I don't want to do that. But here we are, doing it anyway. Are you good with food and water? So we don't have any more fresh food, Davey, but we are eating the dehydrated subs, which we have plenty of, and so far, not bad. Like I said, I don't like the onions, the dehydrated onions, but the dehydrated meats and the dehydrated green peppers, man, they're edible. Do you have time to set up a link tree? I think the free one has up to 6 links, so you can include your OnlyFans. Realistically, probably not. Not right now anyway, but I have an off day coming up in 7 days in Holly, Colorado. And at that point, say, yeah, I can look into it then. Are you going to Colorado? Yes, I am, Lee. Yep, Holly, Colorado is going to be our crossing point, and like I said, I should get there in about 7 days. In the future, all the trucking will be done by drones and robots. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting time. Shame none of us live nearby to bring supplies out to you. We have plenty of supplies for now. Like I said, if I can, I'll top off my water here in Jetmore. Just as a emergency measure, but we'll be fine, Miz. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. Welcome to Boss Kansas population, whatever you see now on the left. So, 1. Hey, BFGZ, how's it going? How are your feet doing, BTW? Your feet are very important. My feet are actually holding up a lot better than I thought they would intrinsic. I haven't even had a blister since Ohio. So the calluses have set in, and my feet are doing really well. And they're not even all that deformed. Just be careful, buddy. Drink plenty of water and eat when you can. Will do, Lee. Will do. Don't you know when Sean says he'll do something that night, you have to remind him 28 times, and by the 4th day off, he'll remember to do it? Exactly, T. T gets it. Whew, as a soldier that has been on hundreds of roads, marches, I know. Oh, yeah. We're fine. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. But Mitz, let's think about it this way. What if we will be fine? Yeah, on the very first, coming out of Lardon, like I said, no one called him, but a sheriff saw us and pulled over to talk to us for a little bit, offered us a ride. I said no, told him what we were doing, and that was about it. But that was the only police interaction in the past 2 days. Back to the office grind, sounds good, given to fly. Oh boy. Alright. Hey Flip, how's it going? You better be fine is all I'm saying. If we nag enough, you will be. No, we'll be fine. I just don't know about getting 20 miles in today. That's the one thing I'm a little bit concerned about. We didn't get it in yesterday, unfortunately. We only did like 19.5 because I was only able to put in like 11.5 miles before I had to stop. The heat was just getting too brutal, and I'm worried that the same thing is going to happen today. Magic Mage, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. But I try to do like 15 miles in the morning. That way when I have less time in the afternoon, I can only put in like 5 miles or something and call it a day. But yesterday I was only able to put in, like I said, like 11.5. So I don't know what today is going to be like. Good morning, Rankin. How's it going? Do what you can. The rest of it can wait. Yeah, for cooler days, right, Miz? I was about to get annoyed about the waitstaff in this joint. I don't have my coffee yet. Then I remembered I am the waitstaff. Lol. No tip for tea. Rankin, thank you very much for the 100 bits, man. That is awesome of you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely Kansas, but we only have 6 or 7 days, depending on how far I can walk, left in Kansas before we are in Colorado. So we are in the home stretch now. Whew, but it's supposed to get up to 104 degrees today, Rankin, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to put 20 miles in. We're going to try our best here. Whew. Cool. All right. I might have tricked myself. I thought I was closer to Jetmore than I was. I thought that was it, but it is not. We still have a whiles to go. Perfect. That's okay. It's incentive to keep on moving because Jetmore is where we get our water. And hopefully we can get some water with some ice in it and really treat ourselves to something nice. Hey, Beats International, how's it going? I thought your next stream we'd see you sunburned and half starved dragging yourself into Subway, Colorado. I was a little worried about that too, Flip. In fact, I still am a little bit worried about that. We will definitely have service in Garden City. So even if we can't stream tomorrow or the day after, we will definitely be able to stream either on day 3 or 4 after this. So we'll be able to stream before Colorado again. Well, the service has been brutal. I was wrong, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, you're fine, Ziggy. Can't wait till Colorado so I can say I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Good morning, Carlos Top. How's it going? Days are hard when my favorite son is not there to make me tea in the morning. I have to make it myself. Can you believe that? Hello. That's true though, Ziggy. Everyone is waiting. I'm waiting to say that. Which is a shame, because Kansas actually hasn't been all that bad, to be honest with you. Like, landscape has been beautiful, skies have been beautiful, people have been really nice, the cities I've stopped in have been really, really nice, but the heat, man, has just been unbearable. Just been unbearable. I'm still eating Subway, Carla, but I'm eating dehydrated Subway now, and, you know, it's not great, but it's edible. That and the leftover bags of chips, because I bought like 12 bags of chips at the last Subway, so I'm eating chips and dehydrated Subway subs. It's an interesting flavor. Too many hills? Well, it's flat now. Just little bumps in the road. I can't wait for the Bootyful Mountains. Oh, me neither, Ziggy, me neither. Well, I'll be honest, I don't know what the Rockies are going to do for service, so I'm a little worried about that, but I can't wait just to see them and their majestic booty. You've complained about my cooking forever? Oh, boy. No, it's terrible, Carlos. Stop. It's terrible. Luckily, I mean, this is a fast road. This is a 65 mile per hour road. But luckily, it's not too busy. Not a whole lot of cars on it. And I'm hoping before we hit Jetmore, which is the next city coming up here, that the shoulder opens up a little bit and makes it a little bit easier on us. But we shall see. Yeah, by the way, Mom, if we do end up needing more dehydrated subs before the end of this trip, no more onions. Get rid of the onions. Green peppers are fine, but dehydrated onions are like, I don't know how to describe them, overtly sweet, which is not something you should expect out of an onion. Your cooking is keeping them alive 100% right now. Hey, B-Tracker, are you over halfway now? Oh, yeah, sir. We are well over halfway. We're almost 2/3 of the way done, actually. Pretty close. Any Kansas snipers with a desire to deliver a sub? Lol. Onions are gross. I actually love onions, Carlos Top. I put onions on basically every sub I order, but turns out they're not great dehydrated. Turns out they're awful dehydrated. Ruin the whole package of meats. Would I describe an onion as sweet? I guess kind of, but not really. It's more like, I don't know, rancid, which is why I like them. But the meat's not bad. Although I've only tried the ham and the turkey so far. The ham is actually better than the turkey, by the way. There's still roast beef left I gotta try. And we're gonna see how that tastes. Onions are sweet once cooked. Oh, okay, that makes sense, because when you dehydrate them, they get sweeter. What's that little dirt road on the left? Old railroad? I think it's just a farmer's access road. And believe it or not, Carlos Top, that little road on the left is actually where I slept last night. I mean, a couple miles back in the other direction, but I slept on that road. Onions have high sugar content. That would be made more roast by dehydrating them. That makes sense. Sugar is good too. I guess it's like good for you. It just tastes not great. Do you want me to focus on ham for next batch then? Maybe. I'll let you know. Let me try the roast beef. I also don't know if we're going to need any more batches. It feels like we have plenty. But I'll have a better idea once we get through a couple more of the really long stretches. We only have about 3 more long stretches to go. Yeah, so we might be good. We might be good. I went to buy a bag of red onions that are normally $4. Right now it's $15. Why? What kind of onion inflation is that? Thank you. It's possible, Kyle, that I never got your text, as my phone is broken. And by that I mean I never got your text because my phone is broken. Oh yeah. Absolutely, I'll play some fantasy football even if I can't see any of the games. Floridon, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Ooh, big semi truck coming at us. Okay, he's moving over already. That means there's no cars behind us. Cool. Thank you. When your mom buys you subs, does she get them for free too? No. Unfortunately, she had bought most of the subs before we had access to the free subs. Hey, Chandra Noctis, how's it going? The roast beef only has 4 slices per foot long. Ham and turkey have 8 slices. No roast beef. No roast beef. Wait, so what do I have then? Just ham and turkey? Have you been resting the past couple of days? No, I've been walking, Davey. I've been walking through the 102-degree heat. I just have not had service to be able to stream until today, so we've been walking out here alone. Nothing but me and the sound of my Spotify soundtrack. In your 20s and your mom still makes you pack lunches for your road trip? Lol. Close, Florida. I started in Boston, Massachusetts. And we've been out here for, ooh, I should check the title, by the way. Oh, sweet, Ziggy's the best. Been out here for 107 days. I actually stopped walking away when Sean mentioned the tip. I forced myself to walk away, knowing you'd have my back. Lol. You have a couple of roast beef. I didn't realize it had less meat until after. Okay, no worries. So truly coast to coast. Yep. Boston, Massachusetts to Santa Monica, California, eating nothing but food that I can buy in a Subway restaurant chain. Just living la vida loca, you know what I mean? Oh boy. Do you find it weird walking with nobody chatting? Yes. Yeah. I just need to keep my mind occupied, Davey, is the problem. And so talking to you guys in the Twitch chat is an awesome way to keep my mind occupied because it keeps me thinking and keeps me talking. But when I'm all by my lonesome, it becomes a lot harder to keep my mind occupied. So a lot of times I'll try listening to podcasts, but if I start, hold on. Sorry, if my mind starts wandering off the podcast and no longer paying attention to it, I no longer stay occupied. Floridon, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits, man. That is so awesome of you. I really appreciate it. Hey, Befearden, how's it going? Sean still talks to us all individually when he's off stream. Actually, most of the time I spend singing music to myself. I'm trying to remember the man, the person where he started, and I can't even remember even now. Are you going to the amusement park on the pier when you get to Santa Monica? Probably, Carl, this time. So the plan as it stands right now is I'm going to make it all the way to Santa Monica. And I'm going to spend about a week out there. Exploring, you know, LA and the pier and everything else. Just really enjoying the fruits of my labor. Hopefully it runs smooth now. Are you currently on track with schedule? I'm on a track with schedule. I think right now we're scheduled to hit Santa Monica in like mid-October, but with days off it's realistically going to be closer to like the last week of October. So yeah, still on schedule. Do you ever take apple slices from Subway just to snack on the way? I have not seen a Subway that sells apple slices yet. Unless they like keep them all the way in the back or something and don't advertise them. I haven't seen them. Whew. We miss you when you're not here. I actually ended up watching a guy pulling weeds out of his gardens that face. I'm so sorry, Miz. I'm so sorry. I wish I could be here all the time, but Verizon and AT&T don't want to seem to get their stuff together here in Kansas. Can you give us an example of the singing to yourself, please? Your true friends want to hear it. Lol. Hey, Animal Grind, how's your body holding up? It's tired right now, man. I'm in one of the hardest stretches of this trip. It's like, well, it's gonna end up being like a 140-mile subway drought where we can't get fresh food. We're limited on water. The past 3 days have been 100 degrees, 102 degrees, and 102 degrees respectively, with today looking to reach up to 104. So I'm sweating. I'm doing all right. My body's holding up. It's on their menu. I haven't seen it. Do you have a chest mount for the GoPro? You could film some stuff for a YouTube video. I don't, you know, I do have one, but it's back home. I didn't think it would be worth taking it for the added weight. Hey, Evolito, how's it going? Max Man HP, oh my G, my stream is weed pulling. I feel bad now. How many days did you spend in Missouri? How many days did we spend in Missouri? It's probably about 2.5 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Somewhere between 14 and like 18 days. It was fun. How many hours a day are you walking, Floridon? I walk anywhere from like 9 to 11 hours a day. I stream as much of it as I can, but it usually only ends up being about like 4 or 5 hours, or somewhere between 4 and 7 hours rather. But we make it work. Sean's body is mostly held together by road grime at this point. Yeah, that's a true point. Have you seen any references to the Wizard of Oz? I saw a billboard about the Wizard of Oz, and then Wamego, Kansas had the Wizard of Oz Museum, but that was about it. Is that Colorado? Nope. It's Kansas right now, but we should be hitting Colorado in about 6 to 7 days. They have cookies, apple slices, and chips on the side menus. See, I've gotten the cookies and the chips, Snoopy Mouse. Like, I just haven't seen the apples. But the apples would be great, man. My body has been craving some fruit. How do you keep up your electrolytes? Mostly Gatorade. I am, however, taking vitamin supplements as well to keep all my essential minerals and vitamins up. Don't die, man. I'll try my best, 10 Ball, but no promises. Whoa. Y'all are amazing. Thanks, Max, man. I appreciate it. Once in LA, you will probably want to schedule you and Wilson for entry into the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That'd be fun. Yeah, Floridan. Big truck, hold on. Whew, that was scary. I do anywhere from 20 to 30 miles a day. I think my average right now is about 24 miles in a day, but the most I've ever done is 30.66. I started following at the beginning of Missouri, and it was all hype because it's my home state. Nice, man. We got to find out if the next Subway has apple slices for you. That would be awesome. Next one is in Garden City. Could a fan deliver Subway to you, or is that against the rules? No, they absolutely could. Animal Grunt, as long as it is purchased at a Subway. I don't care how I get it. But only food purchased at a Subway is what we can eat. Alright. How far is the nearest town in this area? It's only about a couple miles up ahead, and that's Jetmore. Jetmore's the name of the town. Too close, my trucker. Little truck driver's view shot. That truck was close. Yes, he was, but at least he slowed down, which was nice. I want ride offers. Do we think we are going to get today? You know what, Evilito? I think this road is too fast for people to stop and offer rides. Because since I've been on 156, I haven't been offered, no, the cop offered me one ride. And another guy offered me one ride. So I've only been offered 2 rides, but nothing at all yesterday. Have you had any issues with animals or people? There was one time in New York where I was woken up at 5 o'clock in the morning by a giant Tibetan Mastiff. Because apparently I had set my tent up on the in public land, but on the other side of the woods from like a mechanic shop, and he showed up for work at 5 o'clock in the morning and let his dog loose to go to the bathroom in the woods, and the dog got spooked by the tent, so because he had never seen one before, and continued to bark at it, so that was horrifying. But that's about it, I think. Aside from that, a couple of nights with coyotes running around. We did run into a bobcat one time. All that good stuff. The only dangerous person that we've run across was the one that invited us to join a cult, which was fun. But we didn't join that cult, so you know, it is what it is. I'm going to deliver you a sub, and then after you finish eating it, I'll tell you that I bought it at D'Angelo's. Oh boy. See, that is actually a concern of mine, Carlos Top, which is why I'm hesitant to take it from people. I'll only take it from someone if they can deliver me the receipt as well, and it's wrapped up in Subway wrapping. Those trucks rock our Jeeps when we ride by. I know that's a crazy feeling. Yep. There are 3 Subways in Garden City, one is in a Walmart. I think that Walmart one is going to be the one we're going to. The other ones are just a little bit too far south off of our route. I want to type more comments and questions, but feel I'm inconveniencing you and exhausting you by reading so much out loud and wasting precious energy. No, go for it, 10 ball. Like I said, the reading chat, man, is more of a distraction than anything else. And as long as I keep my mind distracted, my mind's not thinking about, you know, how much things hurt or how miserable I am or anything like that. So the more I have to read, the better, man. Truck was so close. I think doing any training in Massachusetts is helping, man. Well, yeah, oh yeah, Davey. I don't think I'd be able to do 20 miles a day every day if I didn't train for those 8 months or so. You're going to have a lot of stories after this. We already have quite a few, Floridon. We already have quite a few. You got camelbacks? Yes, sir, I do. Wearing it on my back right now. Here. Camelback. Alright. You found the cult guy more dangerous than the Albany drug dealer? Yeah, well, I will say, Foxy Grandpa, the only thing that had me concerned about the Albany drug dealer was that he followed me all the way to my hotel, so he knew where I was sleeping. I mean, he didn't know what room I was in, but he knew where I was sleeping, and that was a little concerning. But I don't think he ever meant me any harm. In fact, he gave me $35 in ones, and then he walked away, you know? More cars and trucks forcing me off the road. Thanks for slowing down, but I wish you weren't here at all. Yeah, so Carla, I have 3 different safety yellow Subway Sean shirts, 2 short sleeve, 1 long sleeve, and then I have this 1 gray shirt that I have with me because it was either a Christmas or a birthday gift from my girlfriend, but I have it. Unfortunately, Soupy Masklick, the drug dealer in Albany, was not on stream. I had ended stream that day to get to where I was sleeping so that no one on stream knew where I was sleeping, and I was about a mile away from my hotel when I got approached by this guy who saw my camera mounted to my baby stroller, and he came running up to me and he goes, "Hey, what are you filming?" I went, well, nothing right now, but I'm walking across the country, and I live stream it, and I'd give him the whole spiel. He continued to walk and talk with me the entire mile and a half to the hotel that I was going to. As it turns out, he was meeting a friend there. He told me that I was staying in the quiet part of the hood, which was defined as a place where you could get anything you need, but no one was gonna get shot there tonight, which was good. He also told me that the hotel I was staying at was a good place to meet women, except for the fact that the women there all wanted money, but that if I told them my story, they might give me some for free. Then he gave me $35, 25 of which were in $1 bills and 2 $5 bills, after telling me that his greatest contribution to the city of Albany was lowering the price of dope and heroin 6-fold since he had been there in the past 12 years, and that he was getting scared of the feds in the area, the increased Fed presence after COVID. And yeah, that he was still working and had just picked up a drop earlier that day. He was a fun guy. This is the Oregon Trail, but with subs. Lol. I hope you were wearing safety yellow today. I missed the run in front of the camera. Nope, wearing gray today. I'm still all for roads having some sort of a sidewalk bike lane. Me too, Evilito. I wish, man. This is my new favorite stream. We'll keep it up to inspire me to walk more. I'm out here in the LA area, actually. Well, I'm headed your way, Floridon, man. Oh, come and meet me while we're out there. I'll get you a sub. A scale of 1 to 10, how is your stink factor today? Oh God, it is like a solid 9, if not 10, Miz. It is so bad. So bad. Rude cows love. Generous. So you paid you must be good. Yeah, he gave me the $35 and he was like, I like you, you're a cool dude. And then he disappeared up into the elevator while I was checking in, and that was the last I saw him. He also had a giant cross tattooed on the right side of his face. And I tried to refrain from saying his name, but his name's gotten out there a couple of times, so I guess it doesn't matter now, but his name was Cesar. Cool dude. He's invited to the Santa Monica party, he's bringing supplies. Lol. Alright. I gotta tell you guys, sounds Topeka. I gotta tell you though, having you guys here and having people to talk to makes the day go by so much faster. This is so much easier than walking out here by myself. Once you're done, you're going to be sad that you won't have your walk anymore. Once I'm done, Carla, I don't know if the hype is going to live up to what I've hyped up in my head, but I'm expecting to feel this like unequaled sense of accomplishment. This is obviously the biggest thing I've ever done in my entire life, and I just feel like I'm going to feel like rainbows and sunshine when this is all over. But I guess there's only one way to tell, and that's to finish. Whole story sounded like Topeka. Oh, I got you, Max Mana. I gotcha. We didn't make it into Topeka. We were close. We were headed down towards Topeka from Atchison, but we turned off around, what was it, like Rock Valley or something? It's a heart for you, Green Herring. Oh, there you go. Discord wasn't good enough at distracting you. It's a good alternative, but it's not the same, D. It's not the same. If I did this, I would just watch TikToks all day. Like I said, I spend most of my day listening to podcasts, listening to music, and I bought a book that's teaching me Swahili that I listen to. And that's about what I listen to when you guys aren't around. What inspired you to do this, and is Subway sponsoring you, or do they know about this? So, when I was in high school, Floridon, I heard about a woman that was walking across the country, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, man. So I decided then and there that I was gonna do it too. I tried to do it when I graduated, when I turned 18. But unfortunately, a week after I graduated high school, I tore my ACL in a tragic bouncy house accident. And I couldn't walk, so I couldn't walk across the country. So I put it on the back burner. But my company's workload started to die down after COVID. So I had some more free time and decided to go for it. So I went for it. And for the first month and a half while we were on this journey, we were not sponsored by Subway. But as I got into Pennsylvania out of New York, Subway reached out to us for a sponsorship. So now we are. And they are paying for all of our food. until we hit Santa Monica. They donated $10,000 to the charity that we're walking for. And they built this custom made-to-order baby stroller that you guys are mounted to, and I'm pushing so I don't have to carry all my stuff on my back. Good morning, Raheen. How's it going? First time you get back in a car, you'll feel like you're traveling at the speed of light. Animal Grind, man, when I was in Kirksville, I was using one of those electric scooters that goes like 15 miles per hour. I felt like Evel Knievel. Rainbows and sunshine, you have a full moon today, I see. Yes, we do. A nice truck that moved a little. 2 in a row, nice guys. Yeah, watching your shadow, you might want to stop walking. You're getting shorter and won't be able to see over the Wilson soon. Lol. What do you not have an RTMP server for? This to help with data load. I have my whole setup, Evilitho, is I have 2 internal SIM cards from AT&T. One works, and I have 2 external mobile hotspots plugged into a bonding encoder, or Kilo VP2. And that changes the protocol, I think, to SRT, which is then transferred to my desktop, which picks it up and reads it through OBS and sends it to Twitch. This stupid bounce house is little. Imagine what those truck drivers must think when they suddenly see a hairy guy pushing a baby stroller in the middle of nowhere. Like I said, I either get smiles and waves or looks of sheer and utter confusion, and I love both reactions, miss. We're doing good, Raheen. It's hot, man. It's hot. It's gonna get up to 104 today, but we're gonna make it through. What's the food supply looking like? We using the dehydrated bits yet? Yes, we are. I officially switched over to the dehydrated bits yesterday, Foxy Grandpa, and the consensus is they are edible. Not exactly Gordon Ramsay cooking for us, but they are edible. Make a command called spiel that kicks off the other commands for the spiel. Hey, that's actually probably a good idea, Gecko, if I knew how to do that. I've never heard tragic bouncy house accident said in seriousness. So, long story short, Max Mana, I was at a friend of mine's graduation party, and they had an inflatable obstacle course. One of those ones that, you know, kids drum through and run through and all that. And we were running relay races on it. And someone had the great idea to do it backwards in reverse. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. My team had started to fall behind, and I was the fastest one on my team, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up to the other team and get us ahead, and I'm gonna do this all by my lonesome here. So I climbed up to the top of one of the obstacles and came up with the bright idea to jump from the top of that obstacle as far as I could to dodge the other obstacles so that I could get through there fast. Except when I jumped off of there, I caught my leg on a crossbar and completely bowed out my knee. I tore my ACL, I tore my meniscus, and I sprained my MCL all at once. Not good. 76 here. Oh my God, it's gonna be 104 here, Reen. Gotcha, so you do have one. I just saw a buffer on my end and was caught off guard. Must be me. It's either that Evilitho or the service has been pretty crap here in Western Kansas. So, even if we have 4 different services, 3 different services bonded together, if the services are no good and they're bonded together, it's still gonna be no good. Hey, Foomps, how's it going? Should have taken a giant can of olives from the last subway to survive on too. Should not have danger to. That sounds terrible. Pizza chefs work extra hard because they need the dough. Lol. Why dehydrated subs? No subway nearby? Yeah, Joji. There's about 140 miles between the last subway we went to and the next one we're gonna go to here in Garden City. And the subs will only hold for about 3 days. So my family back home, my mom back home, bought a whole bunch of subs, took the meat and veggies out, dehydrated them and vacuum sealed them to give me something to eat when I don't have the option of fresh Subway. 135 miles until Subway. Yep. Actually, no, sorry, it's less than that, Danger Tater, because we're gonna go to a Subway in Garden City. It's less than that. All that salt, I need that salt, believe it or not, Max Mana. Salt is one of the things I need most on this trip, because salt works with electrolytes to help your body absorb and process the water you're drinking, and I need to stay hydrated, so I need that salt. I got a rug burn on a stupid inflatable obstacle course, but they're so much fun, Carlos Top. Surly07 and Arc Mooter, thank you guys very much for the follows. Appreciate it. Appreciate the both of you, and welcome to the walk. Good morning, Kevin and Earth. Checking in on my work break. Nice, man. How's she going, eh? Do you think the beard will touch the stroller by its end? You know what? Given to fly, it could. This is definitely the longest I've ever had the beard. And it's still growing. There's plenty of room for that to build a subway out there. Yeah, there is. You planning on a hotel in Garden City? I'm not planning on it, Principal Matthew, but I might do it. It depends on how well it works out. I think we were like 60 miles away from it this morning, so if I can only do 20 miles each day, I'll probably get a hotel there. But if I can do a little bit more tomorrow and the day after, then it won't make sense to get the hotel. He's sweating all the salt out of his body. Exactly. Salt and sugar, yes. Those are the two things keeping us alive. Salt, sugar, and water. Sorry, 3 things. I wish you were walking on the musical road, so I could have warned you that if you don't see sharp before crossing it, it would be flat low. Sorry. I'm having a hard time breathing here, guys, because just walking up a slight hill in this heat. Whew. Hey, Duluth Fly, how's it going? Only 20 miles. Lol. They have an applesauce at Garden City. They're just called no applesauces. Lol. I think I see a subway up ahead in the distance next to the field. You're saved. I wish, Carla. I wish. We're gonna be all right though. The dehydrated subs, like I said, not the greatest thing I've ever eaten, but they're certainly edible. Good morning, K911. How's it going? I look disgusted with my full long beard, but you don't. I think it just looks fuller. You will never, Ziggy, I will never again in my entire life be clean shaven. That's not to say I'm gonna have a giant bushy beard like the one I have now. I usually like it to keep it around 1/4 of an inch to keep it trimmed up, nice and tight, looking fancy. But I will never be full shaven again. Got 4 minutes to get your breath before spill time. All right, I'll work on it, T. Problem is, all these cars driving by have a tendency to steal my breath too. No apple slices, but applesauce. Applesauce works. Any fruit is fruit. Subway should serve cold beer for you. Oh, Animal Groin, there's nothing I love more than making it to a city and just sitting down and having a cold beer. See, that's a stipulation. I have to eat only Subway, but I can drink anything I want. So I'll go to a bar and get myself something to drink. Problem is I'm about at least 50 pounds lighter than when I left. So my tolerance way lower. Plus, generally speaking, I don't have a whole lot of food in my belly because I can't eat at the bar. So I get drunk pretty quick now, which is not good. ZZ Top, that's what I'm hoping to look for, like Duluth Full. Subway served cold beer, that'd be awesome. I miss my beard though. Feel so naked without mine. Grow it back out, Raheen. We can be beard brothers. You're about 85 miles from the next time zone boundary. Mountain time begins about 40 miles east of the Colorado state line. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. I hate being on the western side of a time zone, to be honest with you. It sounds like a really weird thing to hate, but I hate it because it means that the sun stays up later in the day than it does on the eastern side of the time zone. So like it's like 9:30 here before the sun starts setting, which is pretty ruthless. Eating stale bread can't be fun. No, we're just eating the innards now, just the dehydrated bits. What are your Colorado stops? So like I said, we're crossing into Colorado in Hawley, Colorado. I believe we're walking through like Wolf Creek Pass or something. We're gonna go through Pagosa Springs and through Durango are the big stops. You're also burning tons of calories every day. That's very true, Floridon. My nutritionists think I'm burning somewhere between 4,000 to 5,000 calories every day. And I am definitely not eating 4,000 to 5,000 calories worth of food. I am definitely at a deficit. What's that, a blessing? Get drunk on Lent? Lol. No, Ziggy, I miss my tolerance, man. I miss being able to drink like 4 or 5 beers before you even feel tipsy. Now I have like 3 and I'm done for the night, man. It's rough. When you're done, you want to maintain your weight or gain some back. I definitely want to gain some back, Carla, but not as much as I had when I left. When I left, I was 213.8 pounds. My goal weight is somewhere right around like 180. So I'm definitely less than that now. Are you trying to tell us that you're cheap drunk? Cheaper now than I was. beer and subs. That gives me an idea. Moving from KC to LA, then Detroit, made time fake to me, but the sun really dictates it all. Ah, man, it's crazy. That's crazy. Well, the problem is, right, is a lot of the times, Max Man, when I'm looking for a place to sleep, I end up using like town or city parks. Not so much here in Kansas, but in a lot of places I end up using town or city parks. Well, the problem with town or city parks is that there are people in them until the sun goes down. People like to be in the parks. That's what they're used for. So I can't set up my tent and set up my gear until everyone else leaves. So that means I'm waiting until like 9, 10 o'clock at night to set up my gear, which means I don't even get in until almost 11. And then I sleep and I'm waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, just not giving my body enough time to heal itself after, you know, being torn apart over the course of walking 20 miles in a day. Got your breath? Yes, I do, T. Hold on, next bar, do 5 shots of whiskey quickly, see how it feels. I would probably die at this point, Ziggy. But for anyone that might be new here to the channel, just so you know what we're doing, we are currently walking across the continental United States of America. We left Boston, Massachusetts back on May 1st, and we are headed to the Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. The whole trip is going to span over 3,000 miles, take us anywhere from 5 to 6 months to complete, and we are doing it all eating nothing but food that you can buy at a Subway restaurant chain. All in partnership with a charity organization called Big City Mountaineers, which is an organization that takes kids and adolescents from disinvested communities out on adventures in nature and the wilderness. It's a really cool organization. I'm really happy to be partnered with them. Also, we are officially now sponsored by Subway. They are paying for all of our food from here on out until we hit Santa Monica. They are donating $10,000 to the Big City Mountaineers charity organization, and they built us a custom made-to-order baby stroller, which is great because we use a baby stroller to push all of our gear and equipment in, so I don't have to carry it on my back. Won't allow you to overnight like RVs. Not anymore, Animal Groin. Walmart hired 24-hour security that won't let you sleep in their parking lots anymore. Should be a Dollar General and Jetmore for you to get some good drinks. Awesome. Just tell them, attention everyone, Subway Sean is here, everyone help. Hello. Do you wear sunscreen? Yes, nice, Brad. I reapply sunscreen about 3 times every day. There was a Subway in Jetmore. It's permanently closed. What a shame, Duluth. What a shame. Sean will be as thin as paper when he arrives at the pier. We'll see. I'm definitely keen on it. I'm definitely going to be going through some tougher areas coming up here. Like I said, we have about 3 long spouts left. 2 of them are 120 miles, and one of them is 156 miles, where there's just no way to get food. So we're going to be living off of the dehydrated bits in those areas. These horses are cool. But anytime we're living off the dehydrated bits, we're definitely not replacing the calories. We probably aren't on normal Subway as is, but we definitely aren't on the bits. Dollar General's on Main Street. That's nice. Now, what are the chances that 156 is Main Street and I don't have to turn off anywhere to get to it? Thanks for moving over. I love you. A coastal wind will blow at the pier and Sean will float away. Beats International, that's why I have Mr. Wilson, so I can hold on to him. Keep myself grounded. You better stream the first Subway after this stretch. I want to see you feast. Will do, Foxy Grandpa. Well, like I said, man, my stomach over the course of the last 107 days has really shrank. I cannot eat the way I used to anymore. I just get full too fast. I love you. I love you. Oh my God, why are there so many cars now? I just want to walk on the side of the road. All right. I guess so, man. I guess it is rush hour for Jetmore, Kansas. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been weird. The past 2 days I've been walking have obviously been the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. There have been like no cars on the road. It's been really nice. You're right, it's smart to keep reading and talking to chat. Otherwise, you could get delusional and lose your marbles quick. Exactly, 10 ball. Exactly. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This chat is my sanity. Without this, I would go insane. We play more than classical music and orchestra. We think outside the box. Tell the Subway you're going to. Tell them you'll give them $20 tip to deliver Subway as far as possible. Maybe they'll drive 20 miles to get Subway in your belly a bit earlier. That's all right, Foxy Grandpa. It ain't worth the money and it ain't worth the trouble. We got plenty of supplies to push our way through. You're on a major highway. What did you expect? I guess so, Joji. I guess so. But earlier, a couple days ago, on the same, very same highway, we had this super wide shoulder. It was like 10 foot wide, had a rumble strip that blocked the cars from us, and it was super nice. And I don't know what happened to all that, but now we're down to about 3 inches of shoulder and death staring us in the face every step of the way. I had to talk to another human the other day and got my words so mixed up. I'm so sorry for your losses and everything. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. We thought he was delusional the other day when he saw a cell tower none of us in chat could see. Yeah, but then it rendered in Cave 911 and it existed. Lol. I was proven at the very least not insane. I wouldn't say quite sane, but definitely not insane. Alright, I need like a turning road or a driveway or somewhere I can just get off the road for a second here and look at the map, formulate a plan, and go through with it. Borderline, yeah. Lol. I will say, guys, if there was anything that was gonna drive me insane, you know, anything other than the solitude, it's the heat. The heat has been brutal, and that'll make me go crazy. It was the aggressive dance around Mr. Wilson that concerned me. What, you don't have any songs that'll just get you hyped, T? A little bit of All Star by Smash Mouth, get you running around like a crazy person. We're losing your shadow, friend's head. No, I'll stand taller. Is there a way to see the name of the clip somewhere? I was going to show Delusional using the dancing one, but I didn't know what it was called. I don't know, that's a question for Ziggy. Ziggy would know. I think they're more so moving, or because you may be a crazy suicidal lunatic trying to jump in front of them. Either way, it works for me. It gives me my space. Imagine the cars moving over, the few not looking at their phones, thank goodness. Yes, we've been lucky on that respect. Everyone's been paying attention. This name stinks. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. I was worried about your knees. You convinced me months ago that you're crazy. Oh, okay, good. Yeah. Like I said earlier, T, my joints feel the heat more than anything else, so that's probably a fair concern. That's probably fair. All right. There's like a new flavor of Gatorade out. It's like strawberry, and I really like it. And I hope they have it at the Dollar General we're going to. I'm known here, they like me here, I'm taking over. Ooh. Real quick, just gonna take a stop and look at a couple of different things. Hey, good stuff, buds. We are well over halfway done. We are almost 2/3 of the way done. We'll be 2/3 of the way done in about 6 days here. Actually, less than that. Hold on. Let's see if I type in Santa Monica. We'll be 2/3 of the way done in about 3 days here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Hey, Anonymous Cheer. How's it going? Gilmore has a population of 770 and is the county seat of Hodgman County. The elevation is 2,300 feet. Nice. Hold on one second. Just going to restart Stream Manager. Thank you so much for the 1 bit, Anonymous Cheater. Cheer brew. Alright, so we're going to want to turn down Main Street, I guess. Just fine. Just a little bit off route. I hate going off the route. But I'll do what I have to do in order to get fresh drinks and supplies. We got a couple options there too. There's going to be a gas station, a Phillips. There's going to be the Jetmore Food Mart. And if we want to walk all the way down, there's a Dollar General. I do not want to walk all the way down though. I just want drink. I just want drink. Hey, Anonymous Cheer, thank you so much for the 2 bits. That's so awesome. I really appreciate it. All right. I'm actually surprised that there's only 770 people living here. This kind of seems like a bigger community. There's a lot of businesses and industry around here. Also, the service is like really good for a place that only has 770 people living in it. Just crave an ice cold cup of ranch dressing. You know what I was craving the other day, actually, Flip? And I have no idea why, because it's not even a food I eat, like, at all. It's not even a food I normally like. But I was really craving a Charleston Chew the other day. Like 2 days ago. Oh, goodness. I thought you were going to have a 1-bit spam session. Lol. I guess that's what we're having. So, yep, we're in it now. Thank you for the 1-bit spam session, Anonymous Cheer. I appreciate it. Lol. Charleston Chews are legit. I don't know, Maniacal Enigma. I mean, they're fine. They're a good candy, I suppose. A little bit weird, but I have never before in my life found myself craving one. But I saw like a Charleston Chew in a YouTube video or something like that I was watching, man. And for some reason, it's all I wanted. Hey, Flame Raid, how's it going? What is happening? Better frozen, sure, but I mean, good nonetheless. Bits at walking pace. Lol. I haven't had one of those in a while. What is happening? All of a sudden people are getting timed out, messages are getting deleted. There's someone spamming bits in the chat. I have no idea what is happening in this chat right now. Oh well. Free pennies, woo! Listen, right, Danger Tater, isn't the saying, find a penny, pick it up, and all the day you'll have good luck, man? If I just get like 100 pennies, that's a lot of luck. Easier than men and over. Lol, that's money at least, that's what I'm saying, nice bro. Cousin ate 4 cans of alphabet soup. Next day, she had one of the biggest vowel movements ever. Lol. It's a poop joke. Chaos in the chat. It's Chaos, dog, and Kaz living together. Lol. I am, yes, Principal Matthew, yes, I am. Yep. Lots, man, I think. Hey, Carla, thanks for the 1 bit. I appreciate it. Yeah. I believe that I am as well, Raheem. Which is okay. I mean, like I said, a penny at a time adds up. I'll take that. That just bought me a drink up here at one of these convenience stores. Whether or not, little poop jokes aren't my favorite, but they're a solid number 2. Love it. What's going on in here? Good question, Green Herring. Chat has gone wild. Corbin's rooting for us as well. Lol. How's it going, Hike the Earth? Yeah, for some reason it's been pretty flat, but all of a sudden there's a hill, like for no reason at all. And Danger Tater, thank you for the nice bits. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. If it's raining, cats and dogs, take care not to step in a poodle. Lol. All right. I'm in this weird like zone where I'm trying to pay attention to the cars coming at me, read chat. Everything's going crazy in chat. I don't even know what that is. 5,280 bits per mile. Lol. That'd be pretty good. A bit per foot. Do you know how much money I would have if someone was paying me $50 per mile? Lol. We're over 2,000 miles. Alright, I think 283 is the street we're going to turn down here. Yes, it is. Good. That would be nice, Brad. I would take that for sure, man. If someone was just like willing to shell that kind of cash out to me, it would help pay for a lot of this trip. And by that I mean it would cover the entire cost of this trip 4 times over. So I would, I'm definitely willing and able, you know, I'm just putting that out there. If anyone is interested, I am willing and able to accept $100,000. All right. Let's go get ourselves something to drink. I also feel bad because it kind of feels like I'm passing out on a lot of prime real estate to rest for the day and or camp out in, but we definitely have not walked far enough today. We've only been on the road for about an hour and 45 minutes, and we got to put in some real miles. What's a good walking song? I've been working on the railroad. Believe it or not, but Irish drinking songs have a, or like sailing songs and stuff like that are great for walking because they sing to the beat of your pace. So my favorite I've been listening to, Mayor Canada, is Hey Nonny Nonny by the Poxy Boggards. Super inappropriate, by the way. Definitely a rated R song for anyone who's interested in looking it up, but it has been doing wonders for helping me keep pace on this trip. Where were these trees the other day when we needed this one? I'm saying flip. And the sad part is as soon as I get on the other side of Jetmore, these trees are going to be gone. And they're going to be back into nothingness, man. Checks my pal. Oops, it said to go away, Helen. Lol. People settle near trees, small villages have them. I figure people grow trees more than they settle near them, do they? The nurse gave me a shot in my tricep instead of my deltoid, and it having hurts, I guess. I do have to stay in the deltoid, please, every time. Lol. Hey, DJ Blag, how's it going, man? I misread that. It said go to Helen and wait. Death metal music helps me hike long miles on my treks. So there's a song, it's called Pump It by, what is it, Electric Calling or something like that, Electronic Calling, something around there. But it does this weird like shift from 80s synth music to death metal and back and forth. And that's also pretty good for keeping pace up. It's pretty good stuff. We're whalers on the moon, we carry a harpoon, for there ain't no whales, so we tell tall tales and sing our whaling tune. TLDR, I don't know, the last 10 days? Alright, the last 10 days, it's been hot as hell, DJ Blag. Last 3 days, it's been 100 degrees, 102 degrees, and 102 degrees. And today is gonna be 104 degrees. We are in a big subway drought, where we're not going to see another subway for about 6 or 7 days. I am now living off of dehydrated subway bits and sheer will to keep going on. And that's about where we are. Whew. Should be called death metal. Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are thumping. The jam is pumping, get your body moving on the dance floor. Turn coming up, don't miss it. Pump It Electric Call Boy. Yeah, that's the one, Duluth. Fun song. Makes me laugh. Oh yeah, we turned, Ziggy. We turned for drank. Goodbye moon, goodbye shadow. Whoa. How many miles to the next subway right now? I think it's about 60. Carlos Top, I didn't look it up. I looked it up this morning, it was 60. Oh boy. Goodbye Westward Path. Hold on a little. It's been crazy, DJ Black. It's been crazy. And don't worry guys, we'll be back on the Westward Path. I just want to stop at the food mart here and pick up some drinks. I think Cool Thoughts to help with that. I think Ice Cube's Alaska at night. Santa's house, the ice around T's heart. Lol, this is helping. Lol. God, that tractor trailer just smelled so bad. How's it going? All right. I think this is it here. Shade, yes. Sidewalk, yes. Well, look at this, Miz. It's like there's a population of people that actually live here. It's kind of wild. All right, here we go. Jim More Foods, meat, deli, fresh produce, and video. Why does the food center sell a video? Also, I don't know if the food center is open. Also, where's the door to get into this place? This is a sudden change to look away for 10 minutes. Yeah, it happens like that sometimes, Lordon. Is this where the store is? Yes. What is the sidewalk? Literally just north of Dodge City. Yep. Are you gonna mingle with the locals? A little bit, probably. Nice, bro. I gotta get something to drink. Okay. Where the cold drinks at? Give me the little Jim More Food Center. That's it. Where's the water? Not there. Juice, but I don't see water. Where's the water? Jump in the fridge and browse a while. Lol, have ice. Civilization. Lol. You should stay or should you go now? Lol, man, how hard it must be to walk by all this food and you can't get any of it. That's not too bad, green herring. I'm pretty used to it by now. I'll get some pickle juice. Pickle juice is actually pretty good because it lasts a while. But where is the water? Like the 1 gallon jugs. That's what I'm looking for. It's got to be down in the juice aisle, right? I would think. I mean, there's a 24 pack there. I can grab at the very least. It's not down here. Oh, there it is. I found it. Hidden in the corner. show you guys this machine because this thing's fun. If you're dehydrated food in the pickle juice, it'll make it last longer. Gross, pickleback milk. So sick, real small town Americans don't know that. If you're telling your locals about your walk, they'll be like, why aren't you flying? You should change it more below. You're allowed to eat pickled pig's feet in a jar, Sean? Chat will allow? No, I'm all set, I good. Well, consume the entire gallon of chocolate milk. Here we go. Here's the machine. Alright, there's 2 gallons of water. Perfect. I missed a lot of messages here. Hold on. Let me get caught up. Water machine, yeah, it was cool. Some entire gallon chucking milk in one go. Can I get a Sprite soda, Sean, buddy? Low, the store looks better stocked than my local Kruger. It's pretty nice. Machine on wheels, hand. 1 gallon body wants. It's like that. Protein, sugar. I think it's Baja. Funnel plus hose. It gives machine to fill up all containers. Really fit. Thanks, Carl. Stop by. Definitely better in shape than I was when I left. Less longer in the days in the product. We can spend on $2 the boy right low, the one runner, the water. Stranger in the big hat to ride. The store action all we look low. And I believe in the days to $100 store. Low. You can drink protein shakes. Is this the local laundromat and grocery store? I don't know.
Do you guys ever carry pickling wine? Look over by Steven's yard. Look over there.
So we still have plenty of water left over from our last pick buy. This is just like a, we're upping it, which is why I'm only doing 2. Did someone else on the wall? Should we get ice? I don't think so, T, unfortunately. We're gonna have to go no ice because of the weight. And because I would be too tempted to eat the ice, which I cannot do. We are gonna get one of these chocolate Gatorades though. Strawberry Gatorades. We get 2 of those babies. That's it. Alright, T. We'll do it. Let's see. I don't know, T. I don't see any ice. There's no ice, T. No ice. Buy a lottery ticket. Lol. Wilson doubles as a shopping cart. Chocolate milk and ice. Chocolate milk. I have no chocolate milk. Lol, but there is no ice either, so we're out of luck on both fronts. I think I saw the ice machine outside, actually. There's plenty of beer if we wanted that. Let's see. Oh, here's the ice. Nope, never mind. It's a cabinet labeled ice, but it's filled with hams. Because why not? Alright. Those are from the...
Those are ours, aren't they?
Yeah, from the water machine. And then, do you have ice outside? Mm-hmm. Okay, can I pay for some of that too?
Okay, there's 5 pounds and 16 pounds.
I'm gonna do 5 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually in the middle of walking across the country right now.
Oh, okay, so there's no baby in there.
No baby, nope, that's everything I own for 6 months.
Well,
but I left Boston, Massachusetts on May 1st. I'm headed to Santa Monica, California.
wow.
All walking and all eating nothing but food I can buy at a Subway. So.
Getting into the rough country.
Yeah, oh, I can tell that. It's been 102 degrees the past 3 days in a row here. So.
Which way are you going? You going through Colorado or are you going to go down?
I'm going through Colorado. I'm headed now towards Hawley, Colorado, I think is where I'll cross. Should be fun.
Yeah. Okay, be careful.
Perfect. Will do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, we bought ice. We bought ice. Hold on, guys. Now we're gonna have to mess around with a whole bunch of stuff to get it all to fit. All right. I'm sorry for all the messages I am missing in chat, guys. I really am. 5 pound Phil, first thing I'd say, I'm sorry if I stink blood. I'll just bounce the back in your head because apparently I have ice in my heart. Oh, lol. No card scammed. Ice, ice, baby. We're doing it. Bag of ice on the ground. All right, I'm worried about how much time I'm wasting here and how much time I'm losing on the back end of our day, but I have a ton of trash I have to throw out right now. Because Sean don't litter, he collects all his trash and puts it in his Subway branded cooler. Still got more trash. only been like 3 days, but I've drank so many water bottles. Oh, my Gatorade! Oh no! An empty gallon. Now,
Okay, I heard you. I heard your story.
oh yeah?
So, which way are you going? That way?
I'm headed down 56
Oh,
South.
you're going that way. I was going to walk with you that way.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I was going to let you carry my jugs for me. Well, so there's this guy that my daughter met in Dodge. He was doing the same thing, but he was doing it for mental health awareness.
Okay.
He was in prison for 9 years, and he got out, and his friend from there committed suicide.
Okay.
So, he real and mental health is just a big, huge deal right now.
Absolutely.
It came from COVID, you know.
Yep. I'm walking for a charity. It's called Big City Mountaineers. So
Oh, yeah?
they take kids from like the disinvested communities, they say, the inner cities and everything like that, and bring them out on adventures in nature and the wilderness.
How cool.
Just trying to raise support and, you know, money for
Well,
them.
the thing with him, though, so this is really, your setup is really awesome. That is cool.
I wish I could take credit for it, but so I started walking on May 1st, and I started walking, eating nothing but food I could buy at a Subway restaurant chain, seeing if I could get a sponsorship. And
Advertising.
around New York, they sponsored me, so they built this for me.
How cool is that?
It's pretty cool.
Well, so you have more of a believable. Okay, this guy had nothing but a backpack, and he said he started out in California. And the thing is, my daughter's single with 4 kids,
Yep.
and of all the people in Mineola, the town of Mineola, there's a food truck, and of all the people, he goes to her to talk to her, and I'm like, all right, suspicions up, you know. And he tells her this, he goes, you know anybody, anyway, looking for a place to stay. And he seems to get rides, because I don't know, how are you handling the heat? I mean,
It's been brutal, so what I've been doing is I start walking around 6 o'clock in the morning,
yeah.
and then I, around 11 o'clock, noon, I find shade, trees, something like that. I had a hammock until yesterday, it broke, but I'd set that up and...
one I would gain you.
Oh, no worries. But I set that up and I'll wait until like 5 o'clock at night and I'll start walking again. Just dodge the middle of the day.
So I would say your goal is going to be Garden City.
It's been brutal.
Well, I know. I mean, he would do the same thing, and he would just like set his phone down and talk, you know. And I'm like, dude, you had to get a ride. Because I know an hour ago where you were at. So he says he's walking across America, but
No, it's cool.
you are truly doing it, because nobody can give you a ride.
No, with this thing. No.
That's pretty cool.
But I do anywhere from like 20 to 30 miles a day of walking.
You've been getting interviewed, been on the news.
Been on the news a couple of times. Last time I was on one was Wichita, Kansas. I was on KFDI, which is the radio station up there.
They got him too on there.
Nice.
I'm not too sure if he made it, but
The heat has been brutal. It's only going to get worse. I'm going to be walking through the Mojave Desert to end this thing off, so should be fun.
Okay, so how do I lick you up?
Yeah, hold on, I'll give you one of these. Well, I wasn't expecting that conversation, but that was nice. All right, hold on. I'm like trying to get everything situated here. 2 more bottles to fill. Okay, 1, 2. These don't hold the ice very well, but we're gonna try our best. It's not working. The ice cube is too big. Alright, at least we got some in there. I'll take that. I don't want to carry this water jug. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill as much of our stuff as possible with it. Drink whatever's left, and then toss out the jug. Because we're going to carry the other jug, and I don't want to be carrying too many jugs. I'll get a little bit more ice in this one too. I am so sorry I am missing all of your messages, guys. I'm just trying to get situated here as fast as possible. It feels so nice though to dip my hand in ice just to feel cold. Put that in there. Put the hot spot back in between them. Perfect, that works. This can get zipped back up. In there. So, this bag away. That loose. This can go in there. This can go right there. And unfortunately, like I said, I can't eat the ice, so we gotta throw the rest of this away. Great idea to get ice on. If only chat was more helpful and thought of it, it would be nice to survive. Rain water is no longer safe to drink. Lol, how's it going, Larry? Is 144p. And good morning, Firehorse. How's it going? So sorry I missed all those messages, guys. It just took me a while to get set up there. If you're wearing tighty whities, a little ice on the backside will put a skip in your walk. You know what? How does it make me look? Doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. No. I don't like it, T. It didn't feel right. That's not for me. That's not for me. That's not for me. You literally on your way to Amarillo? No, unfortunately not. No, wear the ice. Put the leftover ice in your bag. Keep head cool. Does a bag of ice make my bug look big? Not a good look. I didn't think so either, Record Rob. I didn't think so. Getting Evan vibes. Well. Let's throw this back on. I mean, I guess I'll hold on to the ice because, like, it's there. Yay, icy butt and later soggy bottoms. Leakage from the leg definitely ain't a good look. Lol. Arctic crack, not a good look, but a great feel. I can't eat the ice, T. I can't eat it. Bag of ice gave you a booty. Thanks, Winnie Mochi. But working on my booty. Put bottle in the ice bag. This is what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try put the ice in the hat and see if that does anything for us. Really make that drawstring tight. Now how's that? That'll work. Tight. Ah. Turns out I can't look down or move my head. Break ice, put it in the camelback. I already put some ice in my camelback, Elk Nuck. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with all the leftover ice. Brain freeze, low. His walk, his rules. Ice is frozen water, you can chomp it, there is no calories. I can't do it. I refuse to eat anything that wasn't bought at a Subway, T. Anything, even ice. Lol, until it starts melting and running down your face. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep it so I can smear it on my body every once in a while. Oh god, do we get hit with the more cheers? Oh no, okay, no, we're good. Just danger it one more bit. Alright. Take a sip of this Gatorade real quick. Alright, I took more than a sip, I finished it. Principal Matthew, man, thank you very much for the gifted sub. That is awesome of you. It's the Sean equivalent of kosher or halal. Ice turns into water, you're drinking it. Have you put ice in the backpack around the camelback bladder? Not around the camelback bladder, but in the camelback bladder. Just suck it on for an hour and then spit it out. Lol. How are you gonna do with the ice? I don't know, man. Shane, for this, how much were you walking per day in hours of distance? Florida on for training, I did 10 miles a day, 3 to 5 days a week. And I did that from August until I left in May. Alright, I decided to throw away the bag of ice, I just did it. Haven't seen you in a while, you look different. Hey, created by Cooper, how's it going? I've lost a ton of weight. You suck on ice, you're not chewing it, so technically not eating well. Hey, Colton X, how's it going? Yeah, it took about 3 hours a day to do 10 miles, Floridon, but it was well worth it because I can put in 20 miles a day now. And had I not done any of that, it would have been tough. You're not throwing any ice? I did, T, I did. But it was like there was not a lot of ice left. And Clay Street. Lost weight, grew facial hair, oh yeah. exactly endurance. Have you looked into whatever the delivery service is for Subways that delivers? I have a little bit, meaning in the past couple of days here, I've looked into what's available for us, and there is nothing available. Nothing at all. DoorDash won't deliver, Uber Eats didn't deliver, there's just nothing in this area. Not enough people in this area. Stranger is gonna find that and use it, not realizing it's Sean's booty ice. Oh god. I hope they're not using ice they find in a random garbage can. Oh, realizing it and selling it on OnlyFans. Lol. Jetmore is in Hoojman County, which only has 2 towns, Jetmore and Hanston. The whole county only has 1,723 people. That's not a lot of people. That's a small county. Subway should have a drone service for you. You're VIP. I'm not sure I'm that VIP. Not sure I'm that VIP, but you know, we're doing it. Making it happen. As it were. Why throw away ice? Because I didn't want the added weight. I didn't have anywhere to store it. I've already put ice in all of my extra belongings, and I didn't want it melting and getting all of my belongings wet. I'm in shock. Lol. Ice spot was a good look. Was a good look. I don't know if it was a good look. I don't know if I agree with that sentiment. Alright. Oh, but I tried it, you know? That's the important thing, Danger Tater. You're never gonna know if you like it or not unless you try it. Problem is my, without a belt on, my pants weren't supportive enough to hold the ice. My pants were falling down. Otherwise, I might have kept it up. You have good curves. He's in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. Hey, created by Cooper. I am in, yeah, pretty much. We're in western Kansas now, and there's just not a whole lot of things in western Kansas, so we are in Jetmore. We're walking adjacent to Route 56, but soon we'll be back on 56. Headed down towards Garden City, which is going to be the next city that we see, but it's 3 days of walking away, so probably not going to see it for a while. Let the pants fall. What's another moon out today? Lol. Ice to waste ratio. He's in a town called Kansas. They have a store and ice and everything. Yeah. What more could you possibly need, Flip? So you didn't empty the ice on the ground before putting it in the trash, making it heavier and potentially leaking trash juices on whoever exposes it. Yeah, I guess you're right, Ziggy. I guess I should have emptied that, huh? Imagine the exposure you can get. 3 days, yep. Good morning, Rufus. How's it going? I missed these. Lol. Hope you have cooler weather this week. Me too, Rufus. Me too. It's supposed to drop down to 88 as the high tomorrow. And then it's going to be in the high 80s to low 90s for the rest of the week. Which sounds hot because, well, it is. But at least it's cooler than 104 degrees that it's supposed to get to today. So, we'll see. If you tour south, you can hit Dodge City. And when you leave, you can say, I'm getting the heck out of Dodge City. Lol. Alright. But then he would get a slight burn in his bum, so he couldn't sit and would be able to keep walking. Motivation. Lol. I don't want a burnt bum. Let it be known that I am adamantly against burnt bums. Hey, Mandy Milanakis, how's it going? Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. And welcome to the walk. Good morning, bulldozers. And yeah, this is kind of a really nice town. While you were talking to that woman, your stream went into robot mode for a couple of minutes, but corrected itself. Oh, interesting. Is there a subway there? No, Rufus. Our next subway isn't until Garden City. So we're in like a 6 or 7 day subway drought. Look, a nice green little oasis of a town. Yeah, it is. Honestly, Kepper, it is, because I have seen nothing but open fields, cows, corn, and wheat for weeks. So I will take this little oasis of a town. Walking with a burnt bomb is motivation. Oh, nice little park. There is some incentive to just like stay here and wait out the hottest part of the day, to be honest with you, but I need to get more miles in because we got to get closer to 20 miles today. We can't do it. Why did you detour off the highway? To get to a store where I could buy some waters and some more drinks, Rufus. I was on dehydrated bits to the next few days. Yep. You got about 1,300 miles left to LA? Yes, sir. Now that you have seen so much of the country, any place you want to live? Honestly, Eastern Kansas was pretty nice. I don't know if I'd want to live there, just because there's not as many people as I'm used to. I'm used to a lot of people where I live. Upstate New York was really nice. Indiana was really, really nice. But I don't think there's anywhere that I've liked quite as much as where I'm from, to be honest with you. And water is good. Definitely not Missouri, that's for sure. You're nearly to Colorado. Hope the walk has been good, dude. Hey, Oozbird. Yeah, we're gonna hit Colorado here in probably about 6 or 7 days. And aside from the brutal heat we are currently in, the walk has been pretty sweet, pretty awesome. Pretty cool, pretty cool. 10 miles, 20 miles per day equals 65 days. Yeah, that's around. So I made the announcement a little while ago, guys, but I'm on August 21st, I believe is what I said. I'm gonna make the announcement, a firm date of when I'm gonna be arriving in Santa Monica and when the trip will be ending. That way, if anyone is interested in either coming out and saying hi, or if anyone in that area wants to know when I'm gonna be there, you'll have a firm date. I would have thought you'd pick the place that had a random monster truck show. Ooh. That was in Illinois, right, I think? If you used a lot of people, you will love LA, home of millions. Well, that's maybe too many people. It was a happy medium, Principal Matthew. Lol. You know how in Finding Nemo, Dorothy goes, just keep swimming, just keep swimming? Do you have a voice in your head that goes, just keep walking, just keep walking? Every once in a while, Foxy Grandpa. When I start going a little bit insane, I'll start thinking that. I can't say I wouldn't want to live there either. Lol. Obviously, this trip is difficult on its own, and even harder given the food restrictions. Do you think it would be easy if you get any kind of food, and if so, what kind of food would you bring along given the lack of a cooler? I think it would be a lot easier, Colt Max, and the reason it would be a lot easier is because I wouldn't have to bring my food. I have a lot of options for places I could stop and eat. I could buy like sandwich pieces like bread and peanut butter and all that at grocery stores. I wouldn't be such a big concern. But I've had to plan my entire route around subway locations, so it's been kind of crazy. Turn on Cray Street back to the highway. Yep, Miz, that's exactly what we're doing. I wish I could come to Santa Monica, but I won't be there. No worries, Carlos Top. You're back in Massachusetts, and that's where I live, so I'm sure there will be plenty of other opportunities to meet. I'll stream it so you can still participate. Yeah, exactly. Are the rumors that the subway is buying you a home in every state? Oh, how's it going? This road is very bouncy. I can't actually reach yet. Hold on one second. Hold on. Howard Live, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you and welcome to the walk. Sorry, are the rumors true that Subway is buying you a home in every state so that you can go on your book tour and you can have a place to stay? Can't hurt to drop it and see if they agree. Lol. Walk straight down Santa Monica Boulevard if you can. It's very long and nice right next to the pier. I will do. Hey, Rob's World, how's it going? It goes through a lot of excitement. Oh, perfect. Just checking your turns. Don't want you wandering off. I appreciate it, Miz. I appreciate it. Well, I hear dogs. Oh, yeah. Will you try and make the final day a weekend day? I think it's probably going to end up being a weekday flip. When I was looking at it preliminarily, it looked like a weekday. But I'll have a better idea on the 21st of exactly when it's going to be. So we will see. How many dog attacks have there been? Only a handful, and most of them they didn't attack. I got snuck up on by a German Shepherd and another type of Mastiff one time. They snuck up right behind me. I didn't even hear them. And then they spooked me, so I got scared. And when I got scared, they barked at us, but that was about it. Hold on. Archmooter, wait, he can only eat Subway, nothing else. I get doing it for the main meals, I guess, but not even snacks. I can't put anything in my mouth and eat it unless it's from a Subway Archmooter. Nope. Spiel 1 second, T. I just gotta get caught up here. Oh, God. Before the end of the walk, I am determined to be the first to say dog command. I miss it every time. Lol, so PB&J and jerky, granola bars, trail mix kind of stuff. I slowly make some long stretches of nothing. Yeah, but exactly, Colt Max. The general through hiking kind of things. Used to have over 4,000 people back in 1930, only, but it got hot by the Dust Bowl in the 1930s. Any hotel rates for Subway Sean Con? Lol. In your last few miles before you finish, how many people are you going to be walking with you? I don't know, Carlos Stop. I know the girlfriend will be there. I hear that Art Man will probably be there, and a couple. Weekend finish would make it easier for people to join. Oh, I know, Flip. I just don't know if it's possible. Where's himself reading every comment? I try, Miz. I try. But anyway, for anyone who might be new here to the channel, just so you know what we're doing, we are currently walking across the continental United States of America. We left Boston, Massachusetts back on May 1st, and we are headed to the Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica, California. The whole trip is going to span over 3,000 miles, take us anywhere from 5 to 6 months to complete, and we're doing the entire trek eating nothing but food that you could buy at a Subway restaurant chain. All in partnership with a charity organization called Big City Mountaineers, which is a charity that takes kids and adolescents from disinvested communities out on an adventure in nature and the wilderness. Also, we are sponsored now by Subway. They are paying for all of our food from here on out to Santa Monica. They donated $10,000 to the Big City Mountaineers charity organization, and they built us a custom made to order baby stroller, which is great because we use a baby stroller to push all of our gear and equipment in so that I don't have to carry it on my back. Whew, spieled it up. Hey Kepper, thank you so much for the gifted sub. That is awesome of you. I really appreciate it. How long of notices will that be? It'll be a little over, no, it'll be right around 2 months notice. What is the preliminary date? I can't say yet, Jess. I can't say yet, but it is going to be the last week of October, around there. You're the 50th person to walk the states, and interesting, didn't know that. I don't know, Created by Cooper, if I'm still the 50th, but before I left, only 49 people had done it before. So we could be the 50th, but I know that there were a couple of people walking at the same time I am, so we're kind of racing them. You got too massive of water now, Sean? Well, we got plenty of water, Davey. Oh yeah. The second to last day is going to be rough, and knowing you're only 20 miles away from the finish, I would want to keep going. Here's what I'll say, Brass Monkey. There are days when this trip is an adventure, and there are days when this trip is a mission, right? Generally on the really, really good days when we're just having a blast, having fun, it's an adventure, and I want it to keep going forever and ever. But then there are days kind of like today, where it's 104 degrees outside, and you're just pushing yourself, pushing your body to get as far as possible, and it becomes more like a mission. And on those days, you're more thinking, all right, when's this going to end, than that you wanted to go on forever, if that makes sense. 50 is a good number. 50, as far as I'm concerned, if we hit it, is the best number. If we don't, though, whatever number we hit is the best number. Where did you get that list where it's lists 49 people? Wikipedia, horizontal bop. Wikipedia. Being in LA November 6th, the 8th. Feel free to slow it down a bit. Oh, God. I wish, Jess. I wish I could, but I got too many things riding on back home. I gotta get it done in October. Although we'll see. We'll see how these next couple of days go. They're going to tell the story how the rest of the trip goes, so we'll see. Always keys positive. You're doing great. You'll be chilling in a seafood restaurant soon. That's what I'm saying, Davey. Yes, we will. I just got to go back to reality by November 1st. Yep. End of October, Subway Halloween party. Everyone dress up as different subs. Lol. No shoulder on this road. Who planned this route? An absolute madman, Colt Max. This route was not planned by anyone sane. Alright. Dress as one of the characters Sean has met on the journey. Lol. If we did that, Beats International, do you know how many people would dress up as Naphtali? It's Hebrew for to wrestle. How's Jenna? Who is Jenna? No shoulder on this road. Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's also a 65-mile-per-hour road with heavy winds and what looks like a lot of hills. So this could get interesting here, for sure, for sure. Corbin time. Lol. I'll be Abby. Oh, there you go. Oh, Jenny. Jenny. Oh, I got it. I gotcha. Well, I think I can see the mountains in the horizon. I don't think I can. Just more hills. The list doesn't include people who have run across the US. I do not know. Horizontal map, I do not know. Unfortunately, I did not look that deep into it. If I had to guess, I would say it does include people that ran across the US, but I don't know. Is that a sidewalk on the left, straight to the tree? No, it's a dirt road that kind of goes around that one plot of land, but then it disappears right here. I was told that Kansas is flat my whole life is a lie. I mean, compared to the other states we walked through, compared to Missouri, this western part of Kansas is as flat can be. Lol. That looks like flat and long. It just has a couple of bumps here. Boop, boop, boop. A little mad. Are there subways in the middle east, and do they serve shawarma? I have no idea. I just checked and there's a specific name I don't see listed. Oh, no kidding. Okay. You know about that guy who ran across Canada right now? The radio show mentioned it, and it was famous before we were around. Yeah. I don't remember his name, but I know him. Past 2 days, it's been 85 degrees in my room. Dude, Davey, past 2 days, it's been 102 degrees out here, and I don't have a room to sleep in. Some we have seen on screen, some Sean has met off screen and recounted the tale later. You can see your dog running away for 4 days. Flat like my love life. Lol. That's funny, Yodel. It's actually, so I made the mistake 2 days ago. I was walking on the road, right? I was desperately looking for a place to sleep. And eventually I saw a place where a railroad created a bridge over like a dip in the land. What used to was a dried up river or something like that. So I was like, perfect. I can sleep right underneath the railroad. So I took my buggy and I started off-road and walking straight forward. What I didn't realize is that it looked flat because the grass level stayed flat, but the ground underneath actually went downwards, and the grass just got longer and longer and longer as you went in. And eventually I was just standing in a hole where the grass was up to my shoulders, and I was desperately trying to push the buggy through it to get to where I could sleep. And it took me like 15 minutes to get to a place I could set up. But it worked. Who was missing from the list for us? Lol. Have you got any Subway pizza recently? No, not recently, Davey, unfortunately. I haven't seen it on too many menus out here in Kansas. I'm sure there has been some interesting people. Oh yeah. Guy who ran across Canada was Terry Fox. I actually lost his leg due to cancer and didn't make it all the way. He was running a ways awareness. Yeah, okay, I know Terry Fox. Yeah. So we can still do stuff with your life. Yep. They're doing fire shoes. Lost track of time on his last pair. The last pair I switched over to was in the first week of August. So I got a couple more weeks in this pair of shoes before I need another one. How do you cope? Is your sleep good or mixed? Oh, my sleep has been terrible, Davey, for the past like 3 days. I haven't gotten a wink of sleep in like 3 days. It's been rough. But what we have been doing is we've been taking off the hottest part of the days and sitting in shaded shelter to keep ourselves out of the extreme heats. So at least that's been helping. It's been all right. John M. Pyle ran across the U.S. Took him 80 days, of course. John Pyle is more well known as a fugitive, but before he was a fugitive, he was an ultra-marathoner. Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I know Mike Posner, the musician, walked across the U.S., and he's on the list. And that's pretty crazy. Yeah, nice, bruh. 104 today. It's going to be 104. And it was 102 yesterday, and 102 the day before that, and 100 the day before that. Just loving this heat. I think he collapses once it's stop time. Well, it is created by Cooper, but thank God tomorrow the high is 88, which is still hot, but at least it's not in the hundreds. And also, thank God that the air gets drier and drier the farther west you go, because if it was still as humid as it was in western Kansas, I would definitely be dead. I'm not gonna lie, I would be dead. You. Yes, created by Cooper. I do definitely sleep better in hotels. A, for air conditioning, and B, because soft bed. Oh boy. Plus the privacy is nice, and I don't have to worry about the sounds of coyotes, which I have heard coyotes for 3 nights in a row howling around where I was sleeping. It was really scary, not last night, but the night before, because the night before I didn't even set up my tent. I slept in my hammock. And when you're out in the open air like that and you hear coyotes howling and running around you, you start to get a little defensive. Hey Badgers, yep, still in North America. No shade for Miles, gee whiz. Yeah, so that's the real problem here, Kepper, is so we want defined shade to take off the middle of the day in, but oftentimes shade is miles and miles and miles apart. So we gotta kind of be smart with how we handle that. Big difference between 104 and 88, a very big difference, yeah. All right, hold on, we're gonna have to fight this truck real quick. And then get back to reading messages. It's so rude of these cars to interrupt me for my message reading, I'm just saying. Try and be careful in these temperatures, okay? Will do, Davey, will do. Remember, you're out pacing what Forrest Gump ran as depicted by the timeline in the film? Out of curiosity, Danger Tater, what was the timeline there? And Miz, thank you so much for the gifted sub. That's so awesome. I really appreciate it. So today may be the last extreme heat day. Hopefully, Principal Matthew, hopefully it's the last one on the entire trip. Do you howl back? I do not. I just stay quiet. I don't remember how I was supposed to have taken Forrest Gump. Me neither. That's what I'm wondering. What happened to the trees? They don't exist, humanity. Trees are a figment of the imagination. There's no tree inside. Lol. 3 years, 2 months, 14 days to go across the country 5 times. It's very slow, something like 10 miles a day, movie magic timeline. Well, let me tell you, Danger Tater, 10 miles a day is a much more realistic timeline for this trip. That's what I should have planned this trip for instead of this 20 miles a day nonsense. Sometimes it's real hard to get 20 miles in on a day. I didn't even make it yesterday. Only got 19.5. You in a hammock at Coyote thinks there's a large Hot Pocket sandwich. Oh yeah, and I'm not hidden either. It's not like it's a camo hammock. It was a bright hunter orange hammock. Like, I was easy to see. Have you gotten dysentery yet? Not yet, Who's Brood. Nope. Turns out Subway is actually a pretty healthy thing to sustain your existence on. He was running non-stop. Ads are horrible on Sean's stream. Some have 5 minutes ads. I created by Cooper. I literally have my ads set to the bare minimum I can. By the end of this month, August 30th, though, Twitch is forcing me to up them, which is annoying. But we got to do what we got to do. I have an interesting statistic regarding your walk. What's that, Principal Matthew? It's 430 miles from where you entered Kansas at Atchison. It's 455 miles from Colorado state line, east of Hawley to Four Corners. Oh, interesting. Wait. So, Colorado is going to be longer than Kansas? It's probably using Sean's Gypsy Lull Yoga Madison. Hey Jags Craft, how's it going? See, you already have passed Jetmore. Did you walk during the weekend too? I absolutely did, yeah. I couldn't stream because service was really bad, but I was walking. You're very welcome, as are the pain, no matter how long they are. Now you are free of them. Where is your purple check mark? Haven't gotten it yet, humanity. Still waiting on the appeals process. Or the application process, rather. I've had to walk like the rest of the, think you could do it? The rest of my life? Probably not. This is pretty extreme, Badges. I have been freed, thanks. Help with your partner application? Yeah, we'll see, Given to Fly, we'll see. Majority of Colorado is just like this. Yeah, but it's not as hot. I'm guessing that there are more miles due to the winding roads to the mountains, perhaps. Maybe. Doing good myself. Hope you're doing great too. It's just hot, Jake's Craft. It's 104 degrees today. and it's been 102. We have wildflowers out west, that's fun. Tell them how I have you a ride in a tricycle. Well, I didn't see if Colorado has any of this year. It's alright, it's hot and uphill. It's a bad combination. Think you'll remember how to drive? Well, maybe. Maybe ask some people, Gecko, I never knew how to drive in the first place. Oh my God. Our power poles, Kansas State Street, basically more no-no, yeah. Why didn't you pick the northern states? It would have been a lot cooler for the walks. Because the walk would have been a lot longer if I went across the northern route, Badgers. I would have had to gone down south around the Great Lakes and then bent up back around them. Given my license, how good could you have been to start? Well, no fires yet. I heard lightning started a fire in Western Washington. Forgot to look it up until just now. Getting back to normal living after this is going to be very strange for Sean. Life on a hoverboard for a month at least. Lol. It's gonna be really weird, miss. My life is kind of adopted to the schedule of walking like 10 hours a day. Sorry guys. Almost. Almost up the hill. Oh boy. All right. Almost there. North would have more hills, detours, wildlife, etc. That's true. Small distance, but nothing with major losses last year. Best of more rain this year, yeah. I think you can, I think you can. Yep, we made it. Get out of my way, car. Thanks. I spent a summer in Colorado Springs. It seemed like it rained almost every night. It would cloud up, thunder, lightning, and rain, and go away like it never happened. Created by Cooper, man. I cannot tell you how badly I've been hoping and wishing for rain. Kansas has been in a drought for like the past month and a half now. It is half the reason why it's so hot right now. But all the rivers are dried up, so I don't have anywhere I could get emergency water or anything like that. It's been brutal. Verizon signal looks good all the way to Garden City. AT&T, you suck. Well, what's ETA on the subway shop? About 3 days more no-no. My neighbor was a heavy breather. Sean Ringtone. Lol. Thank goodness for small miracles. What are these dirt mounds for? I don't know. I'm assuming for road maintenance, but I don't know how. It looks like just like gravel. What, they throw that underneath the asphalt when they pile it down, would be my guess. God, guys, sorry, it is so hot out. Don't keep me slowing down. After this trip, you will make motivational workout videos. Subway Sean's get fit by walking across the USA. Results guaranteed. Oozbrood, man, I'm in great shape right now. Probably, maybe as good of a shape as when I was in high school, man. This workout really works. You're going to need new legs after this. We'll be walking by Area 51, pretty close to Horizontal Bob, I think, actually. We're gonna be walking through like the southern tip of Nevada, and I know Area 51 is in the southwest section of Nevada, so maybe. how much rest time you think you'll need after this? I'm expecting to take off a week in LA, Santa Monica, and then probably a week or two when I get back home as well. So probably 2 weeks of full rest before I get back to work. Hey G, how's it going? I'm telling you, you have great curves and screen. Thanks, Danger Tater. I barely recognize you. It's awesome. Yeah. Well, the problem is I've lost all that weight already, Brood, which means I don't have a whole lot of weight left to lose, and I still have like at least a third of the trip left to go. So that could get interesting. Hold on. All right, let's see. How did you get so fit sitting in front of a green screen every day? I gotta pump my legs even behind the green screen, Carla. That way it makes it sound like my feet are scraping against the asphalt. So just that leg pumping, I guess, is enough to do it. Double meat, every sub, easy clap, lol. Oh my God, this wind is a headwind. Feels nice on my face, but is blowing me backwards. Thank you for moving over, but please just get out of my roadway trucks. I would really appreciate it. Sure got junk in the trunk, and I'm not talking about wheels. Well, why is it cheaper to throw a Halloween party at a haunted house? The ghosts bring all the booze. Whoa. What was your favorite state that you've been through so far? Probably, weirdly enough, probably Indiana. I was really impressed with Indiana. I was expecting it to basically just be corn country, but it had a little bit of everything. If you wanted hills, it had hills. If you wanted forests, it had forests. Amish, it had Amish. Lakes, it had lakes. And corn, it had corn. It was like the best of all the worlds, which is a little funny. But in Indiana, it was pretty nice. Indiana best state. Lol. Is tomato soup a sandwich? No, not unless it's in between 2 slices of bread. If you want an ocean beach, oh well, they don't have one of them. But to be honest with you, Danger Tater, if you're going to the beach, who wants to go to an ocean beach? Oceans are overrated. The salt sticks to your skin, it makes the sand stick to your skin, gets everywhere, blah. I want a lake beach. What has been your worst camping spot so far? There's been some bad ones. I think probably Oosbrood, I'd have to say the park in Clyde, Ohio, and the reason I'd have to say that is because I was woken up by police shining high beams into my tent at midnight, in the middle of the night, and coming up to my tent to talk to me with their hands on their guns on their hips. So that was not a great experience. And it meant I did not get a whole lot of sleep that night, so that was pretty bad. Slug City, oh, that was actually in Pennsylvania, T. That was in East Springfield, Pennsylvania. I remember Slug City very well. Looks left, looks right, no. Maybe I had a stroke there. I meant to say, do you have a grilled cheese with your tomato soup? I don't really have either, to be honest with you, Ziggy. Worse than sleeping with thousands of mosquitoes? Yeah, but at least the mosquitoes were outside the tent. And they didn't hit until I woke up. Gosh, that's so fun. Yeah, as it turns out, apparently there's a man that lives in Clyde, Ohio named Corbin that, quote-unquote, likes to collect knives and get into fistfights with police officers. So they came in hot because they thought I was him. And then when they found out that I wasn't him, they got a lot nicer. Where do whales pee? Why is the ocean salty? Yeah, no ocean, please, gross. Well, how about the kid giving you a high five in your tent? Yeah, that was a weird one, but at least I managed to sleep all the way through the night. That wasn't until morning. Hey, Matt Hartvig, sorry, Matt's Hartvig, how's it going? Very typical Ohio. Is that what you called Paradise, Kansas, who went to live there? Who wants to live there? I don't know, Kansas has been pretty nice. Police carrying guns. Oh yeah, that's all in the U.S., Matt Hartvig. All the police officers carry firearms. Will you camp in Slab City? I have no idea where Slab City is. But maybe. Why are you naked in your tent when the police woke you up? I wasn't naked, but I wasn't wearing a shirt. So I did, when they woke me up, I had to, they woke me up with the high beams, and the cop screamed, "This is the police, is there anyone in there?" To which I said, yep, I'm in here. They said, "You mind stepping out?" And I said, nope, but I just got to put a shirt on first. They said, okay, so I put my shirt on, stood up, gave them my business cards. They looked me up online, and Officer Jeff, actually one of the police officers that was there, came in to chat one time after those times, and he was watching the stream, which is funny. He is salty lol, Miss says it. And how does he know this lol? I've had bad experiences with the law enforcement personally. And no, I mean, they were all good. They ended super nice. I'm convinced they made up the whole Corbin thing. I don't know, Shakedown Sheets. All I know is they told me that I could go back to sleep in that park, and as soon as I went back into the tent and tried to sleep, I did not get another wink because I was too busy scared about this lunatic that lives in a park. It'll be a fun night to walk through, lol. Swidity is an off-the-grid community in the desert of California. Oh, I know that horizontal bob. I just don't know exactly where it is. Police in stream. We've had a couple of police encounters on stream. Yep. One of them even donated like 15 bucks to us on stream, which is pretty funny. Just by bothering you, how they did. Still a scary thing to be told while you're sleeping in that very park, Shakedown Sheets. Thinking that little lizard guy is a lot closer to the big pond than you are. It's too far south in California. Hey Hellcat, how's it going? And Garrick, thank you Garrick901, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it, appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. All right guys, get ready for more heavy breathing. This hill looks intense. Great timing for this big old truck to be coming down it too. Thought you were a crazy guy in the park with knives. Have a nice sleep. Yeah, okay. Well, Sean said I got to put a shirt on first. Walked out of the tent, and the cop said, "Could you put some underwear on as well, sir?" Lol. Unfortunately, man, those trees are really, really sparse, and there's a lot of long grass I'd have to walk through to get there. And the grass underneath them is long as well, which means it's a tick haven. So those are actually not great trees to rest under, unfortunately. It's hard to tell it's a hill. Oh, I know, it's because you guys are strapped to the baby stroller, and the baby stroller goes up on the incline with you, so it looks like it's flat. Well, you can tell by my heavy breathing. Just you wait. Also, my calves look great, just saying. Meant to ask, what is the difference in the water jugs? One had a blue and the other one had a red. I don't think there was any difference, Firehorse. I just took them and filled them both with water. What are we strapped to? What kind of stream is this? Strapped to the handlebars of the base stroller. All right, I had to stop. I couldn't do it all in one go. It's not exactly a safe place to stop, but I am exhausted. Are you out of Kansas yet? Not yet, Hellcat. Give us about 6 more days, we'll be in Colorado. Green screen with heavy breathing soundboard. You're a genius on the low. Are they nice jugs? I threw one of them away, but the other one's nice. Next trees are about 5 kilometers ahead. All right, that could work out to be a perfect distance for us here. All right, at least there's a turnoff at the top of the hill, so we can take a little bit of a break there. It's a little bit safer. Hey, thanks, Gary. I just spilled my ice water all down my top laughing at that little. Why didn't you carry that nice lady's jugs? She was going the wrong way, T. That was her fault. Drinking from the blue jug makes Sean bigger. Drinking from the red jug shrinks him. I'm new here. Are you the walking guy across America only saying lols? Lols. How many hours of sleep do you get every night? Badgers, I try for about 8. I only end up getting roughly around 2. But that's pretty normal. I am an insomniac. Unfortunately. Oh my god, this hill is killing me, guys. I don't get why Marvel doesn't use the Hulk to advertise more. He's basically one big banner. Whoa. Oh my god, this heat. That's roughly what I get at night. Yeah, Carla. I spent a lot of time tossing and turning on that. Ever hear ghosts out there like wagons going by of Indians chatting? I did for a while in the past couple of days. While I was alone, I was like hearing weird things that I wasn't sure was there, which was kind of creepy. It's big for you in Discord. I'm just screenshots a little more steep hills than like Kansas. I will say, Prince of Matthew, it's been pretty flat for the past couple of days. The occasional hill for sure, but oh my god, this is killing me. Oh, I know, Hellcat, I know. And to be honest with you guys, it's not even that steep. But the combination of the hill and the heat is not a good combination. I just gotta make it to the top though, and then we can rest on the turnoff. Big truck, cool. Thank you. Oh, come on, baby. Oh my god. Let me just get to the turnoff. All right, baby, come on. Ah! All right, we can take a break right here. We're not quite up to the top, we're close. And this is safer than the middle of the highway. All right. Oh God. Sorry about that, guys. That was hard. Thanks so much, T. Just looked really cool. I thought. Thank you, C. Don't have Discord. Yeah. Sean Wonderland. Anytime you got this, is no rush. We were getting into Jericho County. TV series on CBS a few years ago about a small town near the Colorado border was surviving 7 nuclear bombs set off by tourists. Anybody remember that series? It had 3 years. Oh, God. Have you guys seen the series Jericho? Oh, no kidding. This is it, huh? That's cool. It's 3 seasons. Are you ready to talk and breathe at the same time? Yes. Hey, Animal Grind. Take some water and breathe. Yep. Absolutely calling it. Crushing it. Is running allowed in a sponsored walk? I'm calling for a steward's inquiry. It is, but I was not running. All right, we got a drink. And don't read chat. Just make it to the top of the hill. Remember that you are carrying all that water now. Yeah. Here's the hydrate. Here's the nipple. I was talking about that a series of videos ago. Nice. Starting in the 50s here. Hellcat, the temperature is going to get up to 104 degrees here today. Not try and read out all the chat. You need your breathing for walking lull. Try to cancel Jericho after 1 season, but the fans lobbied for more seasons as they did after a brief pause. Small sips. No, we're good. We're actually capped. You gotta do big sips when it's this hot out. If you do small sips, most of the water that you take down at once will actually evaporate before it gets into your stomach. So when you're in a hot environment like this, you have to take big gulps, not small sips. Let's grab a procedure to get that ice now. I am, it feels so good. Them steady, endless, low gradient hills are murderers. Yeah, dude, especially in this heat, man. This time you exposed your nipple on camera, the police showed up. Whoa. jugs and nipples on stream today. It's a special stream. Everything I've been told is a lie. I think normally you want to do small sips, but in hot, arid places, you want to do big sips. Otherwise, like I said, it'll the water will evaporate before it hits your stomach, before your stomach's able to process it. Where is this? Oh, Daddy, we are in the middle of nowhere in Kansas. We just got out of the city of Jetmore, and we're headed down Highway 56, but we are walking across the entire continental United States. So this is just a small little pit stop on our way to Santa Monica, California from Boston, Massachusetts. First, my case, what kind of stream is this? Lol. I need that Gatorade. I'm gonna drink that other Gatorade now before it gets too warm. Fun fact, that sign here says that it's a WIHA, walk-in hunting access property, which means technically we could walk in there right now and go hunting. That's insane, my dude. Oh, it gets even crazier, Ooh Daddy. You see, we're walking across the entire continental United States, but we're doing it for charity, which is nice, but we're doing it eating nothing but food that you can buy at a Subway restaurant chain. So for the past 107 days, we've made it to Kansas from Boston, Massachusetts, eating nothing but Subway sandwiches. That'd be a great shirt. I live in the middle of nowhere in Kansas. I can say that because I am from there. Lol. Ed Mimia, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate you and welcome to the walk. And Ooh Daddy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you and welcome to the walk. No horse playing in the middle of Nowheresville. Lol. A few more days you'll be out of Kansas. About 6 Badgers. From Wintertown, how homeless do you look? About a 10, humanity. I look very homeless. The only thing stopping me from looking extremely homeless though is actually the professional Subway branded baby stroller. Hunt those miles down ahead instead, lol. Alright. Hey Edamimia, how's it going? I need to get back to work, stay safe, keep an eye on for me, you got this, woo! Checking out the USGS topographic maps with your location path, much more elevation change than it looks. Yeah, I can feel that animal growing, trust me, I feel it with every step. And take care, Carrie. How badly do you want a whole watermelon to bury your face in? I'm not a big watermelon guy, sweet love me. I'm not a big melon guy in general. I will say though, I am looking off into the distance right now. I am not seeing a whole lot of options for shade. So we gotta keep on walking, and hopefully we'll get to something before it gets too hot. Oh my god, there is this is barren wasteland, there is nothing. Do you remember who told the Hulk joke? My friends loved it. Lol. Does not look to be much of an incline. Oh, trust me, it was. It is. Everything good, man? How about you? What is the stream about? Hey, Edamimia. So the stream is about we are walking across the continental United States of America, left Boston, Massachusetts back on May 1st, and we were walking to Santa Monica, California, eating nothing but food that I can buy at a Subway restaurant chain. And that's what we've been doing for the past 107 days. It's good stuff. There are trees about 5 kilometers ahead. All right, I'll keep my eyes out, give them a fly. I love all the melons personally, huge fan. And now melons too. Oh. You know what they say, beats international. Sex sells, man. You gotta talk about them melons to keep the people coming. Melons, jugs, the nipple dance, everything. Do you feel lost? It's kind of a weird feeling to describe, Badgers. I don't really feel lost. I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I just have no idea where I am. If that makes sense. The American truck sounds so beautiful. They're horrifyingly scary though, Ooh Daddy, and there's a 65 mile/hour road right now and not a whole lot of room for them and me, so it's been pretty crazy. Have you hit the halfway point? Oh yeah, we've hit and passed the halfway point created by Cooper, yep. The halfway point was pretty much as soon as we entered Kansas. The trees you see on the left intersect with the road when it curves. Oh, perfect, okay. Oh, awesome. Have you seen Superman fly by out there? Well, nope. I don't see trees. I see trees on the left. if the road does curve, then that might be our spot. That might be our spot. Kansas has been pretty brutal though for shade. There really just like isn't anything, so it's a bad spot to be experiencing 104-degree temperatures and have nowhere to take solace from the sun. We're closer to 3.5 months in, but we hit it, yeah, we hit it 2.5 months in, the halfway point. And then, unfortunately, we were forced to take 2 5-day periods off to avoid some dangerously high temperatures. Craig T. Nelson Sex Symbol, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and welcome to the walk. Also, great name. You know, to burrow like a badger? That'd be a good idea. That'd be a really useful trick. I haven't seen them yet, but I've seen traces of armadillo. Like I've seen their scaly hides on the side of the road. And I've seen tons of burrowing holes that they live in. So I think there's like prairie dogs and armadillos all around here that I'm keeping my eye out for. Can't do math. Really little Craig T. Nelson, how's it going? Whew. I'm basically a road person now, created by Cooper. I belong to the roadways. I've lived on the roads for 3.5 months now. Nothing but open road to my name, you know? It's who I am now. You look at those armadillo holes wistfully. I just want to see an armadillo, man. I've seen them before. Like randomly, the only place I've seen armadillo before were on NASA grounds in Florida when I was at the Kennedy Space Station. But they're pretty cool little animals. I like armadillos. Armadillos. Do American trucks have a V62 engine? Like a Spitfire? I have no idea, but I know that they would definitely take me down if I was to get hit by them. I would have taken a bike. Walking would take forever. Yeah. I almost feel like, though, Badgers, not to discredit anyone that's biked across the US, because a lot of people have, but I almost feel like it's more of an endeavor to walk across, which is why I wanted to do that. I'm kind of an extremist of extreme kind of guys. I like to do things like 120% to the full throttle, you know. So I go for the most extreme of the challenges. Also, I don't really have the knees for biking. I wasn't quite made for it. Not that I was made for walking either, but here we are, and I'm doing pretty good. Are you tax-free from Uncle Sam after walking across America? I am definitely not. No. I gotta pay taxes. Everyone has to pay taxes. Definitely not that, man. But truck engines are huge, yes. Hey, thanks for moving over. I love you. It'll be bad time with this truck coming up this hill. That. Too close. Only a few people have done what you were doing. Yeah, exactly, yo daddy. And no one's ever streamed it, and no one's ever done it eating only one type of food. So we have a couple of first time things going on. It's only 23 degrees right now after having 34 degrees for days. It felt really, really chilly. I kind of feel that way in the morning, Miz. Like this morning it was down to like 70, and 70 almost felt cold, considering I've been in 102. God. This car is not giving me a whole lot of room. Walking and running is greater than biking. Well, gotta pay taxes so we can have roads so we can do the walk. Exactly, giving to fly up. That guy didn't see it at the last second. No, that happens a lot, but you'll notice when that happens, Brass Monkey, we just scoot ourselves over to that side of the road. We get as far off as possible. How do cows stay up to date? How do cows stay up to date? Sorry. They read the moose paper. Sure would be nice if this road had a shoulder. You can say that again, Green Herring. No shoulder equals tax rebate. Well, there was no room to give, there was a truck. Exactly. When my littles were potty training, I made them a little baby newspapers called the Daily Poos. Lol. No kidding, it was just under 70 last night and I was complaining that it was cold and grabbed a sweatshirt. It's kind of crazy, Colt Max. But it actually makes it's tough because it makes it hard for me to leave the sleeping bag first thing in the morning because it's cold out and I don't want to leave because it's nice and warm and comfortable in my sleeping bag. But if I don't get out of my sleeping bag early, I find myself walking in the peak heat of the day, which is not good. Not knowledge about big truck tractors, but I believe the Cummins diesel engine is about 12 cylinders. Have to Google it. Okay. You have a rear view on your walking ride? I do not, animal groin. I wish I did. I wish I had some areas or something like that. But nope, that's why we walk on the left side of the road so that we're walking into traffic so we can see the oncoming traffic instead of having it come up behind us. So this road and amputee has lost his shoulders. Lol. Are you from Boston? I am from the city of Lowell, Udaddy, which is about 25 minutes outside of Boston. So right around there. Hey, Hellcat, thank you so much for the resubscribe, man, for 4 months. That is awesome of you. I really appreciate it. Alright. See if I can find a pic for Discord. How do robots eat guacamole with computer chips? Lol. Love it. Sheldon's grandma's boyfriend, maybe ex-boyfriend. Low L Mass. Lowell. Lol. Lol. Are you Irish? My full name, Udaddy, is Sean Ryan Clancy. I'm about as Irish as they come. About 100%. Coming from the streets of Boston. Lol message. Lol. Uh-huh. Alright. Another slight little incline coming up here. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm not at all exhausted and getting wiped out by the heat of the day. No, that's not happening. That's you guys. I'm ready for this hill. I'm excited for it, actually. Posted a little. In southeast Minnesota, it was 57 degrees last night. Currently only 71. That sounds so nice, Kepper. There's where Mickey Ward came from, Lowell, Massachusetts. Yes, it is, sweet love me. Yes, it is. In fact, I have met Mickey Ward, I have met Mark Wahlberg, and I have met Mickey Ward's boxing coach. I went to a party once with Mickey Ward's boxing coach, which was fun. You got some French in? No, I don't. Just because you don't recognize it doesn't mean it's not there. Yes, it does. More Irish than a bar of soap. Lol. Since you live in Massachusetts, have you ever tried Wahlburgers restaurants? Yeah, of course, Teens Biz. They're okay. They're okay. I don't like restaurants where I have to pay extra for fries. They don't just come with the meal, so yeah. Last name needs an O added. O Clancy sounds more Irish. I think I looked it up once, and my lineage-wise, my last name instead of Clancy, when it was in Ireland, was like McFlynn Hannigan, which is weird. I don't know how they got Clancy out of that in Ellis Island, but I guess they did. Milanakis, the real Andy Milanakis has a stream here on Twitch. Well, I named my terrier Clancy, but he was a Yankees fan. Oh, gross. Oh, gross, animal grind. A Yankees fan? Irish Mickey Ward, his first 2 fights with Gotti, 2 of the best fights I've ever seen. Oh, I believe it, yeah. Of course I've seen the fighter. Yep. Yep, that's when I met Mark Wahlberg, was that he was in Lowell shooting for the fighter. So we should top of the morning to you when you join the stream each day. You sure could, Beast International. You sure could. Widely considered the best war in combat sports. It was pretty good, yeah. Wahlburgers charge for fries. They don't give them with the burger with a bunch of cheapos. Nah, it's the same thing created by Cooper as like Five Guys restaurant, but I don't like them either for the same reason. And I guess by that logic, I shouldn't like McDonald's. But McDonald's is different because of how much cheaper it is. Like, I can buy a burger and fries and not have it cost me $15 at McDonald's. In fact, it would probably only cost me $4 or $5. And that's the difference. God, this road. Just like, I know it's not like non-stop traffic, but There's just a lot of cars coming down here, and I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. This fight, British middleweights Michael Watson versus Nigel Benn, possibly the most brutal fight I've ever seen, but not spoken about because Watson got hurt badly. I have not eaten at Five Guys. Geez, McDonald's is getting expensive. Dairy Queen, they are expensive. Unfortunately, Created by Cooper everywhere is getting expensive nowadays. For large fries and 2 for a single hamburger. Yep. Unfortunately, I don't know too much about boxing, but I have gotten pretty good into the UFC. And there was a welterweight franchise fights between, what was his name? Anderson Silva and Chris Weidman. And that was pretty brutal. Both fights. Chris Weidman's career, he ended up taking the belt and the championship from Anderson Silva by letting Anderson Silva break his own tibia in half, shin kicking him. And then Chris Weidman lost his title doing the exact same thing, breaking his own tibia on someone else's shin, and it was horrible, horrifying. Can't wait for the Eubank versus Connor Ben. Arby says the meat. I can't say that, no. Oh, the Ben is a complete savage. Yep. In Colorado, there was a 32-cent hamburger stand. It was a chain. That sounds awesome, Created by Cooper. And Wendy's wasn't the same fighter. Silva acting like a fool. Yes, he was Animal Grind, and he got beat because of it, and I like that. And then when he came back, he was a lot more humble. Ate at Wahlberg's restaurant, good food and place, and I just watched The Perfect Storm with George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg. Solid films, solid film. Have you thought about your first meal will be after the Subway Sean sightseeing stroll? Oh yeah, it's going to be at least steak, mashed potatoes, and asparagus. And if I can get a surf and turf option, I will. Or whatever fish or type of fish that they're offering in California. Who doesn't love to see a leg snap? Oh, I don't like to see it, Colt Max. I don't like to see it. It was horrifying. But damn, was it a good fight, man. I love how people see you and immediately drive in the left lane to avoid any shot hitting you. When they can safely horizontal bop, they do. Sometimes there's traffic coming in the opposite direction, they can't. Hey, Pimp Left, how's it going, man? Eubank's dad is hilarious. He used to go around Brighton, where he lives in a semi-tractor, honking the horn and declaring himself as the best lol. If you see a magician, ask them for some candy. They always have a few Twix up their sleeves. Low. Oh, I'm excited for it, Oosbird. The one food I've been missing more than anything else on this trip is mashed potatoes, so that's what I'm excited for. Pro Wrestler Psycho, Sid Vicious, Justice broke his leg jumping off the second rope. Very gruesome. It's rough, man. For the end of the journey party, are you having a few drinks at the finish? Yeah, definitely, Foxy Grandpa. Yep. I don't know if I'll do it on stream, but we definitely got to celebrate making it there. Sorry, I'm dying again. This is a crazy hill. Can we have some parliamentary procedure here? Thank you for moving over. And thank you for moving over. Will there be a finish with a banner and lots of people cheering you on in Champaign? I don't know, Horizontal Bop. I know that there's a couple of different organizations that were looking to do something for the finish. I know the charity wanted to do something for the finish. I think Subway wanted to do something for the finish. I think my family wanted to do something for the finish. So it's a big maybe, but I do not know. I'm dying. Back downhill after this intersection. Good, good, good. Zero the rest of my time for Sean. I appreciate that. Yeah, that road sign said there was a lake to the left, but I don't know how many miles down to the left, and I cannot see it, which makes me think it's very far away. Too many miles, yep. I gotta get to this tree line though. And I just hope that this tree line is gonna work because I don't see anything past it. And I am getting real hot. My body temperature, I can already tell, is like definitely above 98.6. Finish the prize is best left unknown, so you can enjoy anything that happens for your incredible achievement. I'll be there in spirit. Thanks, Gecko. And I agree. We'll see what happens when we get there. Thank you for moving over. Yep. Oh God. I don't see any lakes on the map for 20 miles. Well, yep, that's what I'm thinking. I hope it's not right. I just oh boy. Oh God. Do you think you'll have a hard time adjusting to normal life after the trip? Probably, was brewed. Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a transition, man. Like it's gonna be hard to transition from going to walking 10 miles a day, having to not be knowing where you're gonna sleep at night, having to set up a tent and break down a tent before you can do anything. Like, it's gonna be a weird transition, man. Even sleeping in a bed every single night is gonna be weird. It's gonna take some time. Sean's gonna be doing 100 laps a day around his neighborhood when he gets home. Lol. Hey, Christine, how's it going? No, I'm like I said, man, I'm not gonna walk for 3 months after this trip. Buy myself a hoverboard. I'm gonna use that to get everywhere in my apartment, get to and from my car, pick it up, drive it wherever I'm going, and use it to get everywhere when I get there. Walk-ins for the birds after this end. What a desolate landscape, right, Miz? This is crazy open. I was just thinking to myself, do you know how hard it would be to be a hider and hide and seek in Kansas? Like, where would you hide? You're gonna have little Johnny standing on top of the hill being like, oh, I see you, you're right there, you're it. 2.5 kilometers to stage, you were halfway there. Oh, awesome, perfect, okay. Need to start getting pouring over headwater as well as drinking water. To be honest with you, sweet love me, I don't even think pouring water over your head would help that much. I think it would help for about 5 seconds before all the water was evaporated and gone. It is so dry out. Crossing my fingers, you decided to go full hobo, walk in the United States forever. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I gotta make my money somehow, Oosbird. I gotta afford life somehow. Ours part will not having us to talk to, Sniffles. I think I've decided, Gecko, to keep on, I'm gonna keep on streaming after this trip. I'm still trying to decide exactly what I'm gonna be doing, but I'm gonna keep on streaming, keep doing something. I like the way I'm leaning right now. I want to do like 7-day survival trials and stream those. Like, I'll do a 24/7 stream for 7 days a week as I survive in the wilderness or something like that. Seems like a fun thing to do. Alright, these rolling hills here. Spieling too? Alright, let me get caught up to you. You'll be finished on the end of the journey. When you get home, you'll just wheel a barrel and sit in it and have people move you around. Lol. Are you going to keep streaming stuff after your trip, or does the Twitch account die when the trip does? No, I'll probably keep streaming, Cliffreen, like I was just saying. Yep. Does a camo pants, light blue t-shirt? Instead of sleeping in his own bed, Sean will be outside in his hammock tied between 2 lampposts. That actually might happen, Beats International. That's fun. That might be a true statement, man. I mean, not that exactly, but I might still resort to sleeping in a tent when I get home, just readjust. Never mind. Climb the cell tower and proclaim your love to Subway for someone else. Lol. Subway should provide you with a carriage and some workers to carry you everywhere after a walk. This is so cool. Thanks, you Daddy. I appreciate that. What's temp out there today? Mid-70s here in Wisconsin. Maybe you need a cheese hat for shade. Badgers, it's going to be 104 degrees today. It's hot. This would be a cool idea, the survival streams. I think so too. The next trip, fly back to Santa Monica and walk up to Alaska. Hey Winnie, how's it going? Carrie will need to assist you being home too. Yep. Yes, she will. Alright, so for anyone who might be new here to the channel, just so you know what we're doing, we are currently walking across the continental United States of America. We left Boston, Massachusetts back on May 1st, and we are headed to Santa Monica, California. The whole trip is going to span over 3,000 miles, from 5 months. Hold on. All right. All right, back, sweet. Yeah, it was just because of the dip there that we took downhill, sorry. We're too close to that signal from that cell tower that's like right next to us. So we're picking up the cell towers from back in Jetmore. And when we dipped down that hill, we lost it. We should be good now. Stop running, you fool. Oh, I'm not running. Oh, I'm not running. Just walking up the hill. All right. Since you guys meeting at the finish, does that mean you'll have a Blue the 5th? And he loves Subway so much that he's going to be married in Subway and work the rest of his life and eternity. I don't know about that. Morse coach spiel, little breathe, don't talk. You know what I say, Miz? Breathing is for the weak. Only the strong don't need to breathe. Oh God. It's really windy out here. Oh, I had to get off the road for that one. When he dies, he will know as the haunted Subway Shanlo. Up and down for a while, small tributaries feeding a large creek to the south, so you'll be traversing many little valleys. That's okay. That's okay as long as we get to shade and trees soon here. I can live with up and down. But it's already 11 o'clock. It is already, hold on, let me check the temperature real quick. It is already 93 degrees out, and it is climbing. And I gotta get in there before it climbs to 104. After all the redemption subs, you should live stream from Subway how to make the best and the worst sub. Well, we already know what the worst sub is. Tuna meatball with 3 lines of every sauce, and you'll die. The best sub so far I've had, probably Danger Taters or Deem Sub, I'll be honest. That sub took me by surprise, man. I was not expecting that to be as good as it was, but it was delicious. The super BLT. It was awesome, Danger Tater. It was a solid recommendation. The only change I might make to it is not put the potato chips on there, but that's just a personal preference. Otherwise, people might like it. I'm gonna die. There's nowhere to take shelter, and you're just swelteringly hot. We're just gonna die. That's okay. We've come to terms with it. Life was it was a good life. It's definitely one worth living. 7K more, and I'm taking you to that spot. Danger, a little low. How's the humidity today? Forecast seems pretty low. I think it's about 40%, which is low, but still enough to be a problem with it being 104 degrees. Potato chips are needed for the potato theme. Sorry, low. No worries. I get it. Maybe Sean will get to a pier and Subway ahead for it after this. It's all over. I hope so. Beats international. That's my end goal. Subway commercial. Like run. All right. Back. All right, sweet. Everyone's reaction. I like it. Again, there's low starting up. Green, dark green. There's a cell tower right there. It is right there. All right. Oh boy. We're back. All right, sweet. Not a Verizon tower? What is it then, Danger Tater? It's not AT&T either if we're having this much trouble. Someone should plant a tree out there, like just one maybe. It'd be nice, Christine, it'd be nice. You would figure that like farmers would plant one tree on their farm just so that the workers had somewhere to sit when it got like too hot at break time or something, but no. As soon as we see the cell tower, the signal always messes up. Yeah, you know how it works. If you get too close to those cell towers, your signal goes down. A couple of trees you see to the right in the distance and someone's is at someone's house. Yeah, so we can't really use that. But I've been told, as soon as you get up over these hills, and the highway curves, which is curving right here, there's gonna be trees on our left. So that's kind of where I'm headed for, Principal Matthew, I hope. I hope. If you were being chased by zombies out there, what would you do? You'd probably have to turn and confront them because you can't run forever. Apparently the Dust Bowl is starting to happen again. More trees and wild grass will be needed between roads and farms to stop it. I'm for that, giving a fly. I'm for that 100%. Sorry, uphill again. God. My experience driving these roads is pretty much any trees that are around homes. It's either homes or dried up rivers. And because it's so dry right now, all the rivers that usually run through are completely dried up. So I can actually use the river beds as a place to stop and rest. And they're pretty good. So that's usually what I look for. At least should be a good meal with all the Subways you've eaten. Yeah, might not be a shoulder, but at least the road itself looks pretty nice. It does, yeah, it is. I just don't like roads without shoulders that have hills and stuff, because trucks and drivers and cars coming over the hills can't see you until they're over, which is too close. Lots of cows out there, yes. Just over 1 kilometer away from the trees, they will be on your left. Sweet. Thanks, giving a fly. That's where I'm headed. It's just uphill in this heat, man. Sorry guys, I don't usually complain this much, or I don't usually try to complain this much, but it's brutal out here, man. I'd have to stand under a cow for shade low. Hey Maida. Yeah, we're just walking uphill in like 95 degrees as it's getting closer and closer to 104 degrees on the day. So I'm a little gassed, but we have about another kilometer apparently until we hit a tree line that we can use for some shade, so we gotta keep going. Any wind out there? It's dry wind, and there's plenty of wind out here, Badgers, yeah. Thanks, Goose Brood. I appreciate that. Oh, God. Just gotta get up the hill. I've actually thought about getting on to cow farms to sit in the shade with the cows. Almost there, we're almost done with this hill, guys. Thanks, Machine, thanks. Giving a fly, I appreciate it. It's so hot. It's so hot. These cars won't stop coming. All right, so close, so close. You need to take an afternoon break and come back. The aim is cooler. Yeah, that's exactly the plan, Christine. We're just trying to get to the trees up ahead for shade, and then we'll break there and come back in the evening. No, think about it. You can. Lol. Thanks, man. Imagine looking at Borderlands 5 scene in the winter, nothing to block the wind. Lol. There is, and the wind is blowing hard at us. Only Wilson could be elevated on struts so Sean can sit on the rim. Get some shade. The plan is, Beats International, if we ever get to a spot where there's grass to lay but no shade, we tie the tent fly to Mr. Wilson's handlebars and stake it in the ground on the other end, and we rest underneath that. So we make our own shade shelter. Think cool thoughts. So one more hill after curve, then downhill into the creek valley. Sweet. Thank you very much, Animal Groin. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. See what looks like 4 cell towers ahead? Nice. Just around the roadway bends. Is the wind helping at all cool you down? It's helping to cool me down a little bit, but the problem is it's a headwind, Principal Matthew. So it's actually pushing me backwards. It's working against us and making me work harder, which makes me warmer. So what it's doing to cool me, it's counteracting itself, if that makes sense. Why are there poles there? I think someone's house is up there, I don't know. I don't get, the grass is green on the side of the road and grass is brown in the fields. More runoff of water from the sides of the road, I guess, I don't know. If you see a creek, will you jump in? I don't know, man. There's a lot of pesticides in the water around here. That ain't great for you. I feel like if you do this again, you should develop a stroller like a Flintstones car so it carries and provides shade and you can sleep on it. Lol. There's a tree in the horizon. Yeah, that's someone's house, unfortunately. Last time I drove through Western Kansas, Dodge City and Garden City, there were a lot of cattle in the fields. I've not seen any today. They were all underneath the trees trying to get shade. You have to use the hammock as a sail on a mast. Use it to your advantage. Unfortunately, the hammock is broken and I threw it away at that grocery store. There is hope. You gotta make it. God, this wind is brutal. Oh great, now there's a rumble strip out of nowhere. Who decided that was a good idea? You didn't give me any more shoulder, you just took away the little shoulder I had with a rumble strip. Why haven't planted trees up there? I don't know, man. I think they tried badgers, they just didn't grow. It's pretty barren out here. On the bright side, your solar panel really enjoys the setting. Yeah, it does. And I've been charging up all my devices at night, so it's been really nice. People in the grocery store, why is this weirdo listening to a guy breathing heavy and talking? Well, and I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man that walked 1,000 miles to get to Santa Monica. Da da da. Da 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 da. All right. That's good. One more small little hill and then downhill into the trees. Just like Animal Groin said. Animal Groin is now the smartest person in this chat. I grant him that privilege. Arrow pointing to the trees. Arrows pointing towards salvation. Lol. Why did you pick Santa Monica for the end? Believe it or not, Badgers, leaving from Boston, Massachusetts, walking to Santa Monica was the shortest route across the country. As the west coast comes more south, it also veers more in easterly, and there's a straight line route directly from Boston to Santa Monica, whereas if I was going to go somewhere else, I'd have to take roads that either went too far north of the destination or too far south of the destination, then come back up on the other side. So Santa Monica made the most sense. Just an old geologist. If there is too much wind, it may knock the trees over. There is also the drought problem that stops trees from growing. I think that's it. Yeah, like they get enough water and enough soil to grow crop, but they don't. Sorry, enough water and enough nutrients in the soil to grow crop. But I don't think there's enough to sustain trees. Hey Beat Bookie, how's it going? May have something to do with being in tornado country. The winds may be too strong for the trees. That's true. We're legit in the desert now. Not yet, Silver Ashes. This is Kansas, baby. This is Kansas. What happens if I do I don't know. I also have a feeling that we're going to lose signal here as we go down this hill, but fingers crossed we don't. So we're all out of fresh Subway food, Silver Ashes. We are eating our dehydrated bit rations, which we have plenty of. So yeah, we're gonna be good there. We just stopped off at a store this morning and picked up 2 gallons worth of water and a couple of Gatorades, so we're doing good there. So yeah, we're doing good. We even got some ice. Not desert yet, flatlands. Little highway. You said this is, I think it's 56, yeah, Badger. It's either 56, no, it's 156. Going for lunch, sounds good, giving the flag. How many miles to the next town? A lot. We won't get there today. I don't even know what the next town is because I haven't looked it up, but a lot. Don't start singing, don't want another visit from the law. I think the law only came for the dancing. I think singing's fine. But turns out this is a footloose county, they don't like dancing. Cheese containers, not. So did we go to the longer route with Subways or the shorter that adds days to the trip? We went for the longer route, but it only ended up, there was a longer route and then there was the shorter route, and we found a route in between that only added 5 miles to the trip, but gets us close enough to Subways that if we need them in an emergency, we can get to them, if that makes sense. We called it up with my dad. Modified shorter route. Yeah. No rain today. There's been no rain for the past month, Badgers. It doesn't rain in Kansas, apparently. Next town is supposed to be about 17 miles away. Yeah, we're not getting there today. No way. That makes sense. Just want to make sure you were able to have enough water. Oh, you and me both, Silver Ashes. Like I said, we're in the middle of a nasty drought. It hasn't rained in a very long time. Water's hard to come by. All the rivers that run through here are dried up, so even our emergency like life straw won't do us any good. It's pretty brutal. Used to it, lol. All right. You're walking on the wrong side of the earth. The ocean is on the other side. I'm headed towards it. Looking for that ocean. When I was in Western Kansas getting gas, I had an uneasy feeling like I was going to fly off the earth, like the sky was too big. I feel that. Like I said, and even in Eastern Kansas with those rolling hills, Ziggy, I have never felt smaller in my life, man. It made me feel like this world wasn't built for humans, it was built for giants. Crazy kind of feeling. Is there a gas station convenience store in Calvista? Cool. So we'll be able to get water there again if we need it. How you thought about a pop-up sunshade like they made for beach or outdoor sporting events? They don't take up much room and you'd always have shade. I've thought about a Colt Max. It just it doesn't take up, well, it does, a lot of them take up a lot of room, but also it's the weight added. That's a problem. So like I said earlier, the solution in times like that is we use items that we already have to have. So we use our tent fly, we tie it to Mr. Reelston, stake it down on the other side, and make our own pop-up shade shelter. Yep. They get any dust storms there in Kansas? All the time, Badgers. Yeah, I've been dusted more times than I can count. Do you just walk over a culvert? How would that be for shade? I don't think I did notice it. But if I did walk over one, it was covered in tall grass, which wouldn't be good. I don't want to walk through that because it ticks. You don't get that. You get. I've thought about road culverts, like using those to rest up in, but for one thing, they act like wind tunnels and make it impossible to sit in there without losing your sense of hearing. And listen to how safe I feel sitting underneath all of the traffic. They like give me the jumps every time a car went over it. Does this road ever end? It doesn't feel like it, Daddy. Nope, just goes on forever. You in mountain time now? Not yet, Badgers, but close. We'll be in mountain time in probably about 4 days, I think, 3 or 4 days. Getting your ticks on Route 156. Lol. No more ticks. I had a tick on my tent last night. Flicked it right on off. Sorry, this uphill is, it's gonna be fun. All right, let's do it. It's an absolutely flat area, extremely windy, like pushing you around and windy. I think I'm on it, Animal Grind. I think I'm on the last hill. Come on, baby. Come on. It kind of feels like I'm at a higher elevation and I'm not accepting as much oxygen with my heavy breathing as I usually do. So this heavy breathing is even heavier. Here we go though, we made it to the top of the hill. Sorry guys, hold on. Let me get caught up on some messages here in a second. All right, here we go. Does Mr. Wilson laugh at you because you're doing all the work? Yes. Do you use anti-bug spray? I found ticks hate lemon eucalyptus. Sometimes, occasionally, when I slept in my my hammock, I used it then. Slug hugging, gross. So proud of how hard you push yourself. Thanks again, I11. Wilson is also proud of how hard you push him. Lol. Just under 2,400 feet. Mass is around 200. Yeah, that feels about right, Animal Grind. I'm definitely at a higher elevation right now than I'm used to. Definitely at a higher elevation right now than I'm used to, for sure, for sure. All right. We have some options here for tree cover, it looks like, which is good. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Hey, it was Brood. Thank you so much for the subscription, man. For the resubscribe for 3 months. That is awesome of you. Top of the hill hype. Lol. Thank you. So we have some options. We're going to inspect this first tree line. If it looks good for us, we'll use it. If it doesn't look good for us, we'll keep on walking. Nice view. It is nice. Yeah, bulldoze. Yeah. Oh boy. God, I'm tired and it's hot out. And the other problem is when I go to walk in the evening, I start walking when it's still the hottest part of the day, but it's like turning onto its downcline. Oh God. Whew. All right, we're good. Hey, Flaudius, how's it going, man? Based. Whew. All right. It looks like it's an old riverbed, which bodes well, but there's a ton of like really tall grass around it, so hopefully that shortens up. We'll see. But it might be perfect. Them trees are too inviting to pass by. How did Forrest run through the states and you're walking? Forrest Gump, lol. Movie magic, Badgers. Movie magic. Trick is, I don't think they actually had anyone running across the states. No kidding, Who's Brood. I should have, instead of pushing a baby stroller, I should be pushing a lawnmower. And I can just cut a path to anywhere I want to go. It looks like it kind of shortens up a little bit. We'll see. So what we're going to do is, there's like a guardrail situation. We'll walk over the guardrail. Now we can take a look down the tree line and see if it looks inviting and good to us. And if we can get down there, we'll take it, because I am exhausted. And it is getting really hot really quickly. But if not, we do have the option to keep on going. Like if this isn't going to work, we can keep on going. We'll see. Rick will cut us out. Lol. Next trip is sponsored by a lawnmower company. Oh, I'm down. Let me get a Yamaha riding lawnmower and I'll ride my way across the continent of the United States. Whew, that's some strong wind. Blowing my head off. At least it's all downhill here. Yeah. And then it's a gradual uphill after we hit pretty much the guardrail there, and then it gets uphill pretty intense again. But for right now, it's downhill. I'll take that. We're gonna get there and find 500 different animals using their shade oasis. That's okay. I can share, Clushreen. I'm not that greedy. I can share. I see a cattle fence that goes right up to the tree line though, so that's a concern. Because if that cattle fence goes into the trees, we might not be able to get in there. Should I have brought some just high out of your mind, walking the states, although it wouldn't be, nope, I'm all set on that, Ziggy. Watch those cougars in there, lol. Not quite in cougar country just yet, I don't think. In Colorado, he'll have some options for sure. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, let's see what do we got for options here. Really, really, really tall grass. The cattle fence go right up to the tree line. I don't know. I don't think so. Let's see over here at the guard. It actually looks like it might be good from this angle, but we'll see. So there is cattle fence on that side, but there is an opening in the cattle fence there that we can get down with. That'll work, I'm taking it. That'll work for sure, for sure. It's gonna be hard to get in and out of, but it's shade, baby. It's shade, baby. All right, we're going off-road, and everyone hold on. Through the tall grass. We off-road, lol. Trees to the right. Hold on, peeps, he's going in. All right, guys, before I go in there, I think we're gonna lose signal as soon as I get in there. So I'm going to go ahead and end stream right now. You guys see my little dwarven hidey hole here that I'll probably get underneath the bridge, underneath the road, and just hang out there for a bit. A hammock would be nice. Yes, it would. I lost it. Trees, lol. But on that note, I think I'm going to call the stream here while we still have signal before I go underneath there, because I'm going to lose you guys as soon as I go in there. Does anyone have any recommendations for a raid? You get a tick, everybody gets a tick. Lol. I'll do a tick check under the bridge, Ziggy. Tiptoe through the tulips. I'm free to do what I want any old time. Lol. Have a restful break, will do. Thanks for streaming. Absolutely, guys. I'm so glad we had enough service today to stream. I was missing you guys for the past couple of days. I will. Thanks for streaming. Small works, anyone works. You coming back later today? I don't know, Principal Matthew. As you can tell, we were losing service there at the end, so I'll have to see what the service looks like, but maybe. It's a hard maybe. Or raid hitch. Leadfoot Tracy, yeah, I'll just raid hitch. Yeah, let's just raid hitch. There we go, nice and easy. Good stream. Thank you very much. Stay safe and cool and hydrated. Try to restream later. We will see. It's good. Jay Streezing, Dale Dasher in Turkey. Have a good rest. We'll do. I'm going to get out here and I'm going to wave to you guys for like the next couple of minutes until the stream goes through or the raid goes through. Next stream tomorrow. Hopefully, Emperor. If not tonight, it'll be tomorrow. I will let you guys know in the Discord when the next stream goes live. All right? And wave. Let's see if I can take this off. Bye, I love you, bye, bye. Have a good day. Thanks for streaming. I'll see you guys all either tonight or tomorrow. Or, whenever we can stream next. Don't get eaten by a raccoon. I'll try threat level, but these raccoons are pretty vicious. Hey, Hope Lagiato. Have a good day, y'all. Yep, see you guys later. Also, Animal Groin, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate you, and a welcome to the walk. Will do, bulldozers, will do. Stay safe. See you soon. See you guys then. Bye.